It all comes down to this. A very pleasant good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be watching from. My name is Jimmy Finizzi, the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network, and alongside Neil Villapiano of Devil's State of Mind. We welcome you to another THPN watch party. Yes, that is right. We are back. First stream in a little over a month. A lot has happened, but we are back and better than ever. And tonight is the two best words in all of professional sports. Game 7. The Stanley Cup final between the Oilers and the Panthers. And Neil, before we even get to how the heck we even got here, it's good to chat with you again. It feels good to be back doing a watch party in general. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic, Jimmy. You know, it's the two most exciting words in sports, Game 7. And how we got to this point is nothing short of miraculous. I mean, we are on the precipice of NHL history and it goes either way, whether it's Edmonton coming all the way back from down 3-0 to complete a historic comeback to win the Stanley Cup, or the Florida Panthers finding a way to get it done at home and deliver the franchise's first ever Stanley Cup championship. It is really, really exciting. But before we jump into that, Jimmy, I do want to share with the public a little bit of breaking news that we got just moments before we jumped on here today. And that is we had another massive goalie trade, as I'll bring it up right now, as Linus Ullmark has been dealt to the Ottawa Senators in exchange for Ottawa's 2024 first-round pick, which is 25th overall, Jonas Korpisalo, who will be at 25% retained salary, and Mark Kastelik. And there is no extension involved in the Linus Ullmark trade. So, as of this moment, the Ottawa Senators are getting at least 1 year of Linus Ullmark. And so, yeah, it's really exciting with the Devils late last week acquiring Jacob Markstrom from the Calgary Flames.
Yes.
Now, Linus Ullmark comes off the board. So we've had two major goalie trades in the last couple of days, and I think it's just absolutely awesome that we get some big bombshell news right before Game 7 to kind of get us going. So, Jimmy, your thoughts really quickly on the Linus Ullmark trade to the Ottawa Senators.
No, listen, I agree. It's definitely major breaking news, as you know, it was talked about that Ullmark was going to be one of the big goalies that was going to be on the trade market. Odds are I didn't think he was going to stay in Boston regardless. I thought he was going to get traded, but I didn't expect out of all teams, Ottawa. Now, I will say this, Ottawa acquiring Ullmark is certainly an upgrade over what they currently have. So they definitely got better at the goaltender spot. You know, that kind of upgrade can definitely make you a playoff contender at the very least. You know, with the young talent they have of Brady Tkachuk, Drake Batherson, and all those guys, you still got Claude Giroux with his veteran leadership. You got a great young defensive core. You know, with a goaltender like Linus Ullmark, who has been proven to play well when it comes to big game situations, you have an established goaltender who is definitely an upgrade over what Ottawa has currently had. So from an Ottawa perspective, I love the trade a lot. I think it definitely makes them a playoff contender next season. But as far as the Bruins are concerned, now you got to wonder, where does that leave Jeremy Swayman? Because now he's still on the roster, and you got to wonder if he's going to be on the trade market as well. So what's going to happen with Swayman? Are they going to trade him, or is he going to be the new number one goalie for Boston? So it's definitely a lot to think about. But if you're a Bruin fan out there, or if you're a casual hockey fan, let us know what you think of the trade in the comments below. And we also want to know what's that?
Or Senator fan. I mean,
yeah, that too. But hey, let us know your thoughts on the trade regardless. And we also want to know what you think of tonight's game and who you think hoists Lord Stanley's Cup tonight. Leave a comment down below with your score predictions and who you think wins. I see we got a couple in the comments here. Our very own Dylan Kaiser says Edmonton will take it tonight. So he thinks Edmonton completes the comeback, and he thinks they end Canada's 32-year drought of not winning a Stanley Cup, which I think would be a very, very intriguing storyline. But hey, Dylan, always a pleasure to hear from you, my guy. Jacob Day says Panthers will win 5-2. Damn, all right, I see you there, Jacob. Okay. Daniel Berry says happy Monday. Happy Monday to you too, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us. Much appreciated. And there's the man of the hour. I was waiting for this guy. My main man, Goza's in the house. Oilers to win the Cup 5-3. Definitely a little bit closer than Dylan's making it out to be, but I'll take it. The boys are back. Hell yeah, the boys are back, man. Oh, by the way, Lance, a.k.a. Hefty Duck from the Brew Jackets podcast, will also be joining us in a little while. He's just running a little bit late, but he will be here momentarily. The musical Duke of Rotown, or Duke as for short. Evening, good to see you both back. He thinks the Oilers win. I won't be able to stay tonight, so have a great game. And thank you for an amazing season. Grats, Ottawa, from a Leafs fan. Hey, regardless, we appreciate you, Duke. Thank you so much, and you enjoyed the game as well. Goza says 1942 was the last time a team won the Stanley Cup in 3-0, and it was the Toronto Maple Losers. Yes, and also fun fact for you. Oh, actually, I think he might have just said it for me. Stanley Cup was won by 3-0 against. Oh, he forgot to complete his sentence. I see what he did. The red hot chicken wings. Yeah, be prepared for that. I've missed those food puns so much. I'm not gonna lie to you, Goza. What's up, Hockey from Home? Yep, we basically gave our thoughts on the Olmark trade. If you just missed it, Neil and I both like it from an Ottawa perspective. We said that it's an upgrade from what they currently have, so we both like the trade, and it definitely makes them a playoff contender next season for sure. There he is, Andrew H is in the building. What's up, Andrew? Always a pleasure to hear from you. Go ahead, Neil. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I would necessarily say it automatically makes the Ottawa Senators a playoff contender, but certainly they did need an upgrade in goal as for several other teams, and obviously that's a big upgrade for them comparatively to what they had with Jonas Korpisalo. So now the big question for Ottawa is, can they get into the playoffs, and also can they extend Linus Ullmark beyond this year? And I think that's a big key there. And you talked about what the question marks around Jeremy Swayman. I don't really think there are question marks. I think it's all but guaranteed that Jeremy Swayman is the number one guy in Boston, and that he is going to get a long-term contract this summer. And I think it's just a matter of time. And now you ship off Linus Ullmark, you get assets for him, and now you're in a position where you have your true number one guy. And now it'll be interesting. I think it'll be more interesting for me to see who ends up being the backup, whether it is Jonas Korpisalo or do they look for somebody else?
Yeah, no, that's going to be the more interesting storyline. I 100% agree with you. Andrew says, Game 7, let's go. Sad it's the last one of the season. Oilers win in overtime 4-3, and Zach Hyman gets the game winner. That I would love to see. That would be awesome stuff. Donnell, the Jersey guy, is here. What's up, Donnell? Long time no speak, my friend. Yes, it has been a while. Like I said, a lot's been happening, but we're back, baby, and it's good to be back. Hope you're doing well. Goza says, I think I get my Ranger Stadium Series jersey soon. Oh, okay. Did you get it blank, or do you have a player on it that you were you? Let me ask you this. Did you have a player of preference that you wanted to get for the Stadium Series jersey, Goza? That's what I wanted to ask you. Let me ask you guys who you're going for in games. Oh, yeah, we never gave our predictions yet. So I'm actually going to have Neil go first on this one, as I've done way too much talking already. But Neil, who do you think hoists Lord Stanley tonight, my friend?
Really tough question, because you don't know what I look at it this way. I don't know what Florida Panther team we're going to get tonight. I think that this is a perfect opportunity for them to really silence a lot of the doubters. They look at the last, week and change and see how much they've basically choked. And I think a lot of people would love to see the Oilers complete that comeback, finally bring a Stanley Cup back to Canada. I think it would be great. And it's going to be interesting to see how Paul Maurice gets his team going. So with all that being said, as much as I want to see the comeback be completed, it's very hard to give your best game for 4 straight games. And even though the Oilers have had a ton of success, and I'm certainly doubting them, even going into Game 7, I do believe that the home ice advantage will be a factor, a positive factor for the Florida Panthers. So I'm going to go with the Florida Panthers to win this one tonight. I'm going to go with 3-2 in regulation, and I'm going to say that it's going to be Carter Verhaeghe with the game-winning goal. That's going to be my pick for that. So give me the Florida Panthers 3-2 in regulation to win this one and to hoist their first Stanley Cup in franchise history.
I like that a lot. Now, before I give my pick, the man is here. What is up, Angus? Long time no see. Indeed. How's it going? You're early for once. I was expecting you to show up in the third period. No, in all seriousness, it's good to see you, Angus. Thank you so much, as always, for your support. We appreciate it. But listen, Neil was on my show from the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast, and go subscribe to that, by the way, if you aren't already. And we previewed the Stanley Cup final, and we both picked the Panthers to win this series. Neil, if I remember correctly, I believe you had the Panthers in 6 games?
That is correct.
Okay, and I had them in 7. And you know what? When they were up 3-0, I initially thought it was over, because In my lifetime, I have not seen any team come back from a 3-0 deficit to win any championship. So I thought it was over. Florida was just being their usual dominant selves, and Edmonton was just out of it. But, Connor McDavid said, hold my beer, and here we are now. We're in Game 7. So with that being said, though, I still stand by my prediction. I still say Florida in 7, so I am going with the Florida Panthers to win tonight 5-4 in regulation time, and I am predicting that Sam Reinhart is going to get the game-winning goal. So give me the Panthers 5-4 in regulation tonight. Let's see.
Could be his last game with the Florida Panthers, depending on how free agency goes. He is projected to be, without question, the top player in this year's free agency class. Some projections for his next contract are up to $11-12 million per year. And with the salary cap going up, I think there's definitely some teams out there that are probably willing to take that risk and pay that much money, whether it's Florida or it's some other team. So we'll see if Sam Reinhart can cement him, a major contract with a big performance tonight in Game 7 to help deliver a Stanley Cup to Sunrise.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. But if he does get the game winner, and if it is his last game as a Florida Panther, that'll be one hell of a way to go out. I'll say that much when it comes to him and his Florida Panther career. But let's see who else we got here. We got Sandra watching on our Facebook page. Thank you so much, Sandra. Go Oilers here in Toronto. We're praying for Edmonton. Hey, listen, I don't blame you. Canada, it's been too long for you guys. And look, as much as I would like to see it happen, I don't think it's going to happen. I still think the Panthers are winning the Stanley Cup tonight. Goza saying, I got a player on it, Jim, but I won't be revealing it until it arrives. Of course you won't. Of course you won't, because that's who you are anyway. but that's why I respect you. He also says Neil always going against my opinions. I mean, do you expect anything different?
It's to be expected. It's always been that way.
Exactly. No matter who wins, this is going to get wild. I agree. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. The hype for this game all day has been unreal. I'm seeing First Take talk about it, and they never talk about hockey, so give them credit. They had PK Subban on. They had Gary Bettman on. They had Paul Bissonnette on, for crying out loud, so they were talking about it everywhere. So I haven't seen this much hype for a Game 7 of a Stanley Cup final game in a long time, and let's just hope it lives up to that hype tonight. Danelle says, have you guys seen the leaks of the new Ducks jerseys and the Kings' updated old logo of what Gretzky wore? I love what the Kings did. I am not a fan of the Ducks jerseys at all. Yeah. I mean, look, now, let me say this. It's not the worst design I've seen for a jersey, but they could have done a lot better. But I love what the Kings did. Love it. Neil, what do you think?
I'm pretty much in the same boat. I'm really happy that the LA Kings went back to the Ford logo. I think it's a really sleek look. I'm really hoping that they can go back to the old school purple, maybe purple and black, maybe purple and gold. I think that would be really cool. That if they could do that. In terms of what I've seen from the leaks and as far as the Anaheim Ducks jerseys, I agree. I'm not really a fan. They don't really look all that good. Granted, it is just a leak, and we'll sooner rather than later get to see them. I would say probably we're going to see them at some point this week, because with the NHL draft coming up on Friday night, I'm for sure they're going to want to showcase those uniforms that day to whoever they select in the draft. So for me, I would have loved for them to just go with, I love that they're going back to the old, duck head. I think that's great. I would have rather they gone with their, one of their reverse retro jerseys, which was the white, orange, and white, black, and orange, and then the orange, black, and white one that they had as well, and just kind of go with that. I think that would have been great in its own right, but sometimes, these people get in the way of what should be a very simple thing. So we'll see. We'll truly see, and we'll give our opinions once they fully come out and we see them in the flesh. But based off of what we're seeing, I'm not very convinced.
Me neither. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Angus saying Edmonton olive oil skimming oiler. What the hell does that even mean? What the hell that means, I have no idea. Andrew says, Jimmy, we know who did win being down 3-0 and don't remind me, please. Let's not relive that again, Andrew. We don't need that kind of negative. Oh wow, they got Alanis Morissette singing the anthem. That's actually pretty cool.
Who's
I like that.
Canadian?
What's that?
Mind you. Who's Canadian, mind you?
Yeah, I am aware. Yes, but hey, that is still pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Goza says Florida Pussycats and Anaheim Fried Ducks. I could actually have any of you ever tried duck? Because I've been wanting to try it for a long time, and I really want to know how it is. Let me know in the comments. But Neil, what do you think of it?
It's very good. It's very good.
Okay.
Very filling. If you cook it right, it's very tasty. I have it almost every Christmas Eve. So yeah,
Really?
it's really
Okay.
good. Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that. That actually
Yeah,
can
fun
be
fact.
considered a good holiday food, I heard. You know, instead of turkey for Thanksgiving, you have duck instead.
There you go.
Hey, you never know. Andrew says, I wish they would bring back the classic Mighty Ducks. Oh my dude. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing if they did that.
They kind of did, Andrew. That's kind of what I meant. They're bringing back the old logo. It's just that it's not going to look the way that we all remember it with the old maroon and teal color look to it. Just more of an orange and
Yeah.
black.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Goza says very popular duck is in England. I've even had duck curry. Oh, Goza, do not make me get up and make food now in the middle of a live stream. Danelle saying, you guys hear about what happened with the Coyotes over the week? Yeah, I did hear. Listen, man, I feel bad for Arizona. I really do. They just can't catch a break, man. I mean, you know, they get the Utah Hockey Club, and now they get these plans canceled. I mean, what are we doing here? Honestly, what are we doing here?
I think simply we're in a situation where Alex Murillo is just he just doesn't really care about the Coyotes and bringing a team back. He cared about the property that he was trying to get from the auction, and
Yeah.
I think that the people who were in charge of the auction realized this and canceled it because I don't think that they want to give it to somebody who really isn't going to use it to its benefit. And so I still feel very bad for Coyotes fans that it's going to probably take a long time before they can get a team back there. And hopefully by the next time the Coyotes come back, that they're owned by somebody who actually cares about the team, cares about the fans, and wants hockey to succeed in the desert. And so, you know, it's just unfortunate that things have gone this way for Arizona, and hopefully things can turn around sooner rather than later for them, and we could get the Coyotes back into the NHL.
And he pretty much just summed it up, Andrew, like Washington football team all over again. That
Well, at
pretty
least
much sums it up. You're right.
That's the team.
Right, exactly.
So there you go.
And by the way, Andrew also saying he loves how the crowd is singing along to the anthems. I'm literally hearing that now. Massive chills, massive. You always love it when there's crowd participation for the anthems. You know, I don't care if it's regular season, postseason. Whenever you hear that, you get massive chills. So that's just something that brings me a lot of joy to hear during the sports season. I'll ask you guys: the Oilers come back and win this Game 7 tonight? No, we actually think the Panthers are going to win tonight. But he's also asking if the Oilers complete the comeback, will you guys think this is the biggest collapse in the four major pro sports in history? I don't know. It'll be considered one of them, but will it be the biggest? That's a bit tough for me to answer, to be honest with you.
The answer for me is not tough, and the answer to that is yes, because the only thing to me that is equivalent to that is the Golden State Warriors in 2016 blowing a 3-1 lead and losing the NBA Finals to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. You
Fair.
being up 3-0 and having home ice advantage and finding a way to lose the Stanley Cup Finals in 7 games after being up 3-0, I don't think you can top that. I don't really think you can top that at all. So for me, if the Oilers are able to complete the comeback, they will create the greatest comeback story in the four major sports history. And we are now just about ready to get underway and find out that answer.
Indeed, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, and we are underway. The puck has just dropped, and we thank you for joining us on our comeback stream. We got Game 7 of the Cup Final between the Oilers and the Panthers, the last night of the NHL season, unfortunately, but let's hope it goes out with a bang as this puck is dumped in the corner in the Florida zone. It's kept in by Bouchard, who shoots a deflection in front. 2 chances by number 19 of Edmonton, and Bobrovsky made 2 big-time saves in Florida, able to move on up. Number 15 has it. Actually a shot from a bad angle, and Stuart Skinner made a left pad save there. 77 of Florida. That's Nico Mikkola, former Ranger. Gets it along for Matthew Tkachuk, number 19, as he's able to flip it in the corner. And now it's back out to center where Edmonton can play it. Just underway here in Sunrise, Florida. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Then all asking, what do you guys think of the Utah Hockey Club jerseys? The same answer that Angus gave for the name of the club. Generic. That's my answer. What do you think, Neil?
I personally disagree. I actually think that them looking that way actually is pretty cool. I think the color scheme is pretty decent. I would love for them to be called the Yetis or Mammoth. Those are my top 2 choices for team names. And I think if you could go with those colors moving forward, I think that would be really good. So I think it's a good start for Utah. And look, they're trying to get off to a good start just overall, being in the good graces of the fan base and building that franchise. And I think they're off to a pretty solid start. It'll be really interesting to see how those uniforms really look. And really excited also to see who becomes the first ever draft pick of the Utah Hockey Club on Friday night.
Yeah, that ought to be very interesting. Absolutely, as we get... Oh, no icing. They waved it off. Skinner had his arm raised, but no icing call here as Panthers keep it in the zone. Number 8 goes behind the net. Just 2 minutes in to Game 7. 1 shot on goal that belongs to Florida. Vladimir Tarasenko dumps it in the zone. Number 91, another former Ranger, goes up. Prepare to see a couple of former Rangers probably haunt us tonight. Just saying, as Edmonton dumps in, trying to get a clean shot. And we got our first penalty of the game here, and I believe it is going to be on Foegele of Edmonton, if I'm not mistaken. But somebody's getting a power play here, as Montour was the guy that went down. So it looks like Florida's going to get a power play.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Montour got a stick up high from Warren Foegele. And so, less than 3 minutes into this contest, Jimmy, the Florida Panthers have a big chance to strike early in game number 7. And one thing that has certainly been a problem for the Florida Panthers has been their power play. The Oilers are super, super aggressive shorthanded. They've had a couple of good shorthanded opportunities, a couple of shorthanded goals. And so now we'll see what both teams can bring here. But this is a big early opportunity here for the Panthers offensively.
Yeah, 2:21 the time of the penalty here against Warren Foegele. 2 for high sticking. Don't forget Henrique on the Oilers. We might see. Yeah, I was gonna say that, and he has been getting on the score sheet lately. So maybe we might see another Henrique goal. We'll see. But
he has 2 game winners in these finals, and also he does have a Game 7 overtime series winner against the Florida Panthers.
Yes, he does.
Back in 2012 in the first round, where the Devils came back from down 3-2, ultimately won that series, and went all the way to the Cup final before losing in 6 to the LA
against the Kings that year. And by the way, the Devils were down 3-0 against the Kings in that series, and they ended up making it a 6-game series. To give them a lot of credit, they actually showed some fight there, and a save made there by Stuart Skinner. We get a stoppage and play with 1:48 to go in the Florida power play. Their first of the game, still scoreless. Paul Maurice, 4-0 career record in Game 7s as an NHL head coach. So something to keep an eye on there, as this puck is won by Edmonton and it's out of the zone. Now they try to move in shorthanded, but good defense there by Florida as Tarasenko takes it back. Gets it out for Reinhart as Florida gets set up here. Puck behind the net of Stuart Skinner. Edmonton takes it, and they're able to move on up and clear. Edmonton Oilers have actually game-opening shorthanded goals in 2 games this series, so Edmonton's penalty kill, something you want to watch out for if you're Florida, as they've definitely caused some problems, as now Barkov able to move it up, gets it along for Tarasenko, back for Barkov, try to play it around. Now it's Ekman Larson, back for Tarasenko. Now Barkov. Ekman Larson back for Barkov. Tries to find a lane.
Ooh.
Has trouble. Tried to get it along for Tarasenko. Couldn't handle that pass. And it's out of the zone.
That was a really, really good opportunity right there for Florida. Pretty decent pass from Barkov, but just out of the reach of Tarasenko, who might have easily tapped that in at an empty net. You also mentioned before, Jimmy, about, the short-ended opportunities.
Here comes a takeaway by the Oilers. Number 10 moves in. That shot's blocked in front. Almost a bad turn of events there for the Panthers. That was a good shot block right there. Go ahead, Neil. I'm sorry.
The Panthers are 1 for 19 in this series on the power play, or 1 for 9 on the power play, I should add, and they're only at 19% in the entire playoffs. So something that the Panthers were very good at through the first 3 rounds in terms of the power play has not been there in these finals, but still have a couple seconds here, but it doesn't look like they're going to get much of anything.
Evan Bouchard takes the puck, can't clear it out. Lundell keeps in, 5 seconds to go. Carter Verhaeghe tries to set up, and the power play for Florida is over. Verhaeghe still with the puck, and gets it around for Rodriguez. A shot deflected in! Carter Verhaeghe gives the Panthers a 1-0 lead.
Oh, that's just a beautiful case, Jimmy, of just throwing the puck on the net. Evan Rodriguez, kind of a turnaround shot. And Carter Verhaeghe, Mr. Game 7 for the Florida Panthers with a beautiful deflection. And less than 5 minutes into this game, the Panthers strike first.
Just as the power play had ended, just a beautiful deflection in front from Verhaeghe. He opens the scoring.
Ooh.
Oh, that went 5-hole right through Skinner. Rodriguez with the beautiful shot, and Verhaeghe just in the right place at the right time, and Florida strikes first here in Game 7. That's his 11th goal of the playoffs, his second of the series, and it's 1-0 Panthers.
And that is their first lead since Game 3 of these finals. So it's crazy to think how long it's been since the Panthers played with a lead. They get the early one here at home, and we'll see if they can take that momentum here and continue to play well.
2 shots on goal for each team. One of them just went in. Carter Verhaeghe, if you're just joining us, has given the Panthers a 1-0 lead. They had a power play that ended, and then 10 seconds later, Verhaeghe deflects one in off a shot from Evan Rodriguez. 5 minutes into the first, as that's deflected in by Barkov. Puck is behind the net of Stuart Skinner, and Edmonton able to take it. Hyman moves it on up for McDavid. He shoots in a save. Actually, looked like it was actually blocked in front. My apologies, but either way, McDavid with a good chance right there. But Florida's defense coming up strong right there is number 86. Able to take it for Edmonton and able to get it out to center, and that's taken away by the Panthers and dumped back in.
So now it's really interesting to see, how does Edmonton respond after giving up that early goal and already trailing in this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Panthers trying to move in again, and good defense there that time by the Oilers as they try to clear it out of the zone. Having a lot of trouble here as Panthers put on a lot of pressure offensively. Number 82 tried to play it around. Loose puck in the circle, and it's dumped in the corner again. Ekman Larson tried to make a play there for Florida. Now the puck is out to center. Tkachuk tried to play it. Number 7 dumps it in. Records when scoring first for the Panthers. Regular season was 33-4-6. In the playoffs, they are 9-2 when scoring first. But as we all know, those records don't really tend to mean anything because anything can happen, especially in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So ignore what we just said, basically, as the Panthers trying to get it out of the way here. 13:26 to go in the first. Florida with a 1-0 lead on Carter Verhaeghe's 11th goal of the playoffs, and the Oilers able to move it out to center. And now here's a break and a shot. Score! Number 13 of Edmonton has tied the game, and it's Janmark. How about that?
Oh, that was just a beautiful two-line pass to Matthias Janmark, who got a step on the defenseman, and he goes top shelf, beating Sergei Bobrovsky. And I always say, when in doubt, go top shelf. A beautiful pass there from Cody Ceci to Matthias Janmark, and he beats Bobrovsky, and we have a tie hockey game here in Game 7.
What a wild start. Matthias Janmark able to beat Bobrovsky top shelf who has not looked like himself. He's able to beat him underneath the right arm. What a shot that was. My goodness. And we got ourselves a tie game. My goodness. What a start here, ladies and gentlemen.
Bobrovsky looked like he got a piece of that one, but not enough as Janmark gets his 4th goal of the playoffs and 2nd of these finals.
And almost a chance for the Panthers to take the lead back right there, and 2 saves by Stuart Skinner. Number 42 moves in. That shot saved by Skinner. Rebound goes in the corner. What's up, Lauren? From the All Goals No Misses podcast. How you doing? Nothing matters anymore. The game just started. What are you talking about? But thank you for joining us, Lauren. We appreciate you.
How about this, Jimmy? Breakaways in this series. Oilers were 0 for 4 in games 1 and 2. Since then, from games 3 to now 7, 5 for 5. So they've certainly taken advantage of those breakaway chances that they've been getting. Something that they've been able to exploit on Bobrovsky.
Oof. Yeah. No, I mean, when it comes to breakaways, they've been unstoppable the past few games. You're right. And that's something the Panthers have to keep their eye on for. That's where their defensive problems have lied. They've been giving up way too many breakaways. That chance right there looked like went off at the side of the net, and Stuart Skinner ended up getting a piece of that as this puck goes all the way down in the Panthers zone, and it becomes an icing. 11:56 to go in the first. We are tied 1-1.
I mean, this game 7 is going about as well as we expected, Jimmy. Both teams trading some punches, getting some early goals here from, at least from Janmark's perspective, an unlikely source. But that's the beauty of game 7. Anybody could step up.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, just trying to fix some difficulties there with our scoreboard here. My apologies there. 11:40 to go. First period, 6-3 in shots on goal in favor of Florida. We are tied at 1 as Sam Bennett moves up. Tkachuk trying to race down. Cody Ceci beats him to it. Tkachuk behind the net. Puck loose in the corner. And Ekman Larsson went off of him. It goes all the way down. Actually, it did not go off of Ekman Larsson. Draisaitl actually cleared it all the way down and was far enough for another icing here with 11:20 to go in the first. I love the intensity in this game. Things can happen any given moment. I can't speak. Absolutely. Danelle says, I do have the 3 local teams, Stadium Series jerseys, and Adidas of the Rangers, Islanders, Devils. Rangers and Islanders blank. Meanwhile, Devils has Jack Hughes. Oh, that'll be something up Neil's alley then. So there you go.
Nice. Very nice.
But he also says Devil Stadium Series jersey.
The Facebook Marketplace. Nice.
Out of all places? Really? Huh.
Nice.
I mean, I don't necessarily trust that per se, but hey, you do you. I'm not going to stop you. It's your life.
I wonder if anybody's had success with Facebook dating. That's what I want.
I'm starting to wonder the same thing.
Because I know that's a thing.
It's probably the only dating quote-unquote app that's actually free. Like everything else you actually have to pay for. Facebook's actually free, so I will give them that much.
Yeah.
But enough about our love lives. 10:30 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. Offensive zone time, 1 minute for the Oilers, 2 minutes 42 seconds so far for the Panthers.
Jimmy, I do have to say, looking at the early goings here, it definitely seems like both teams are trying to limit bodies in front of the net. Now, obviously, that went against Edmonton there with that goal from Carter Verhaeghe, but that's one thing that...
Speaking of Verhaeghe, he tried to pass it in front for 13, and it was no good. But continue, Neil. I'm sorry.
That's just, I think, something both teams defensively have made changes over the last couple of games. Is just not allowing to have too much traffic in front of their netminders, something that Edmonton... has now been able to figure out in terms of having success against Bobrovsky. That's something the Panthers need to try to exploit a little bit more like they did on that Verhaeghe goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Bouchard with a shot right there that was blocked in front. Facebook dating equals immediately love bombing. I mean, is he wrong, though? Is he wrong? I mean...
Depends on who you ask.
Exactly. 35 seconds of zone time here for the Oilers with 9:20 to go in the first period. We're tied at 1.
Ooh.
As the 13 moves in with a backhander and a save made there by Bobrovsky. Good chance right there for Janmark. That shot, high riser, and a glove save by Bobrovsky, and he hangs on. Good shot by Bouchard. 9:09 to go in the first period. 6 shots on goal apiece, and we are tied at 1 here in Game 7.
That's actually our first commercial break of the night here, and we're more than halfway through the first. So this first period flying by, end-to-end action.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. That jersey was hard. Oh, you're talking about the Jack Hughes jersey was that much money? Boy.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I definitely believe
Craigslist,
it.
Anyone? The last thing I'll trust is Craigslist, boy. I'm sorry.
People still use Craigslist? That's still a thing?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's still a thing. A lot of people still use it for some reason. I'll never know.
2009?
Hell if I know, boy.
So, Jimmy, your thoughts so far of this first period here of Game 7?
It's been wild, man. It's been a wild start. You know, I kind of expected it to. I was hoping there would be scoring in this period to start the game, but I didn't think it would be like this wild. We had a beautiful deflection from Carter Verhaeghe off a beautiful shot from Evan Rodriguez, and then you got a breakaway. Their 5th of the series, or their 5th in the last few games, by Matthias Janmark, was able to go top shelf underneath the arm of Bobrovsky. It's just been crazy. You know, that just goes to show you now Florida has been exposed defensively, and it's shown over the last few games, hence why they're in this situation in the first place. But it also shows you that you got to give Edmonton a lot of credit. You know, you're starting to see flashbacks of 2006 when they were also down 3-0 against the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup final. Now, granted, the Hurricanes still won the cup, but even still, this is starting to flashback to 2006 all over again. But the Oilers obviously looking to rewrite their own history here, but we still got plenty of time here. And one player we never mentioned here, Calaposo. Over 1,000 games played. He's never won a cup, so he's looking for his first cup of his career.
Not only that, Jimmy, he's never even been in the finals. So the fact that it's gotten to this point in his career and he's finally gotten there is truly a remarkable thing. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers were able to get it done tonight and he wins a cup, that he calls it a career.
Yeah, I was going to say that would not surprise me at all. And hey, it would be one way to go out. Hey, go out like Ray Bourque did. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about 2001. Thank you. I'd like to pretend that
What's
wasn't.
Up, Brandon? How you doing? Janmark, Conn Smythe?
Oh God.
No.
Let's not go that. No, give me Matthias Janmark for Conn Smythe. Also, Jimmy, really quickly, it looks like they took away some of the shots on goal for both teams. So now the shots on goal are 5-4 in favor of Florida.
Interesting. I guess that must have meant, you know, either some of the shots were blocked or they took a bounce off the corners. But hey, either way, still pretty decent offensive time for both teams as now Edmonton moves in, but it is offside.
What a nasty dangle there from Warren Foegele. Too bad he was offsides on that one. That would have been a nasty highlight, especially if he scored on that. That would have been sick.
Yeah, put that on SportsCenter top 10 if that were to have counted. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No question. So, 8:11 to go here in the first period. Both teams have found the back of the net. And I got to be honest with you, Jimmy, I don't think Bobrovsky's winning you the game tonight. It doesn't feel like that to me. I think the skaters for the Panthers got to step up tonight. And the one guy that we're going to talk about until we're blue in the face and until he actually steps up is Matthew Tkachuk, because right now he continues to be a no-show here in these finals.
100% agree with you. 100%. If the Panthers somehow find a way to win the Stanley Cup tonight, it's going to be because of their offense. If the Oilers find a way, you got to give Stuart Skinner a lot of credit. He has been playing like an absolute beast lately. So keep an eye out on him. But for the Panthers, I agree with you. Bobrovsky certainly not going to be the main reason as to why the Panthers would possibly win this game. But you never know. 7:25 to go in the first. Still tied 1-1 here in Game 7. Andrew saying, Jimmy, back in 2006, the Oilers were down 3-1. Oh, 3-1? Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. You are right about that. That's my bad.
Came back and forced Game 7 and then got blown out in Game 7.
But even still, you're
On the
starting to
road.
kind of get a sense that it is 2006, except the Oilers obviously want to win it this time now that they're back here again for the first time since then.
Well, I
Meanwhile,
think
McDavid
this is
moving in.
bigger than '06.
Exactly. Bouchard winds up and shoots. That deflected just wide. Bouchard just missing a good chance right there. And now McDavid goes in the corner. Back for Bouchard. McDavid moves up. McDavid shoots. Had a stick fly away. And now the Panthers are able to take it and get it out of the zone.
I think that shot from Bouchard, by the way, Jimmy, I think that might have hit the post. Not entirely sure. Either way, just wide with Bobrovsky way out of his crease there.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, a battle for the puck in the corner. Nugent Hopkins trying to help out his Edmonton teammate Bouchard. Panthers trying to poke it free as well. Evan Bouchard has 36 shots of 90-plus miles per hour. That's 24 more than any other skater. It really is amazing. Ever since they started tracking how fast puck speed is, it really is amazing what stats they'll come up with. I find it fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it's another way for guys to really see the value in a lot of players, especially guys that maybe from a statistical standpoint are not necessarily, as well known. So that's kind of an interesting thing. 36 shots of 90 miles an hour or faster. That's very remarkable. And that last shot from Bouchard, and I was right, Jimmy. That shot from Bouchard
it hit the right post. Yep, absolutely. You were right.
An inch to the right, it's 2-1 Edmonton. Just missed.
Damn, man. Damn, that was awfully close. Still tied at 1 with a little under 6 minutes to go here in the first period of Game 7. The Candy-ass Canes won that here.
We did.
Yep, we were just talking about that.
And that was the last time they were relevant.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Now, let me be fair. They were good also like in 2009. And I think 2010, maybe 2011. There was a stretch there that they were good. And I mean, look, they're relevant now. It's a good team.
I mean, they're relevant now. They just can't seem to get over the hump of getting either past the semifinals or the conference finals for some reason.
I personally think, and maybe it's coming from somebody who is not a Canes fan, but I personally think trading and giving up on Martin Necas is not the right move. I think I think Necas is more valuable to the Hurricanes than Jake Gensel, personally.
Yes.
And I think also the Hurricanes need goaltending. But
yes,
Eric Tulusky, who's now the new general manager of the Carolina Hurricanes, he's got a big offseason ahead of him. And what's really exciting, Jimmy, I think what's really exciting is this. You have Game 7 tonight. A couple of days later, you have the NHL draft. A week from today is the first day of NHL free agency. So even though, yes, the 2023-24 NHL season will come to an end at the end of this game, 2024-25 starts right up. Yep. And there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be, RFA qualifying offers going out. There's going to be the draft. There's going to probably be more trades. There's going to be free agency. There's going to be development camp. I mean, it's really like we're not going to be that much without hockey until we hit like the mid-July time frame.
Yeah.
But we still have a lot of hockey left to talk about and certainly talk about and certainly see, especially with the draft coming up in a few days.
There may be no games played up until September after tonight, but boy, do we have a lot going on this offseason. So if you thought we were slowing down, think again. We're just getting started, gearing up for the 24-25 season. Meanwhile, we are back in action in Sunrise, Florida. 5:30 to go in the first. We are tied at 1 here in Game 7, as that shot from a bad angle saved by Bobrovsky, as now the Panthers clear it out of the zone. And Edmonton able to take it out. Number 86 moves in. And he blew a tire there. Pass in front. Good defense there by the Florida Panthers. Cody Ceci dumps it in further. Ekman Larson tried to play it. Oh, that's on goal. And it's stopped by Bobrovsky. May have taken a little bit of a bounce there in front of him, but Bobrovsky very alert there and makes a save with 5:02 to go in the first.
This would be really interesting to see kind of how both teams, in terms of adjustments, will there be once this first period goes. I think both goals come from a little bit of nerves. For a lot of these guys, it's their first game, Game 7, especially when it comes to the Stanley Cup Finals. A lot, and I think that the hope is for Florida is that with the experience of losing last year, granted it was in 5 games, but losing last year will give them somewhat of an advantage. With the Oilers not having as much experience in this situation, but I think tonight is going to be, really interesting in terms of just who are the guys that are going to step up. And so far, we've seen Carter Verhaeghe step up for Florida, and we've seen Matthias Janmark step up for Edmonton.
Yeah. Angus says, if you're a GM, what is an off season? Exactly. There is no off season for GMs. They're still working.
That's true. Well, unless you're
5 minutes to go. Oh, that took a weird bounce off the boards. Almost went towards Bobrovsky. And he's lucky that didn't go in the net as Tkachuk now moves in for the Panthers. Passes back just. No, it was offside, actually. No, actually, I thought the ref had the offside signal, but no, it was onside, actually, as the Panthers played it still. Tkachuk in the corner. Now the Panthers trying to get it away. Nico Mikkola trying to help out his teammate, Sam Bennett. And that's a shot from the blue line, may have been deflected away by a defender. Evan Rodriguez in the corner. Hollow trying to get there. He falls down, trying to draw a penalty there. And we got a stoppage play. What do we have here?
I think we might actually have a call here.
Ooh.
I think it might be against Evan Rodriguez of Florida. Not really sure there as he knocked out Dylan Holloway in the left corner. And I think that might be an Oilers power play coming up here.
All right. Well, after this commercial break, somebody might get a power play. So Panthers had one earlier. Now the Oilers might have a chance to take the lead on the power play. Andrew says, off-season or in-season, the action never stops. You are 100% right. By the way, I just got word from our third co-host, Lance, a.k.a. Hefty Duck. He will be joining us for the first intermission and beyond. So he will be joining us in just a few moments. So stay tuned for that. By the way, while we have a little bit of a timeout here, we want to remind you that the following stream is sponsored by DraftKings. Everything we do here is sponsored by our wonderful friends at DraftKings. Use code THPN to sign up. New customers bet $5 and get 150 in bonus bets instantly. Only at DraftKings. Must be 21 plus, and please play responsibly. And we are also sponsored by Manscaped. Our brand new friends in Manscaped are proud to sponsor the Hockey Podcast Network. Use code THPN. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code THPN at manscaped.com. And I guess I spoke a little bit too early as our third co-host has arrived, trying to get his video situation straightened out. Once we get that, we will let him in. But yes, Manscaped, we are very happy to have them be a new sponsor of our wonderful network. Huge shout out to those guys. And look, as much fun as we've had recording their commercials, they really do have legit products, though. They are really, really good at what they do. So huge shout out to Manscaped. Again, 20% off plus free shipping with code THPN at manscaped.com.
It's going to be a smooth sack summer, hockey fans. So make sure you guys use our promo code THPN at Manscaped. And like Jimmy said, $20 off plus free shipping on your products. I don't think there's a better deal out there. So again, shout out to Manscaped, one of our new sponsors here at THPN.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, no harm, no foul, no power play for the Oilers here. I guess they deemed that hit to be clean, Neil. So no harm, no foul as we get an icing here against the Panthers with 3:48 to go.
Fair enough. And you know what, Jimmy? I think this should be mentioned.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you go back to like early November of this season, the Oilers were in dead last in the Pacific Division and were absolutely abysmal. Jack Campbell was awful. Nobody was getting going. McDavid at one point got hurt. And then, they have their former head coach, fired. So now it's, what are they going to do? And then Chris Knobloch, not Chucky Baseball, but, I guess you call him what? Chrissy Hockey?
Yeah, something like that.
Chucky Hockey, I don't know, which, he comes in, kind of steers the ship. And sometimes a simple change like that is all that a team needs. And then from, late December into February, the Oilers were without question the best team in the NHL, and not only got into the playoffs, but got in easily and, dominated down the stretch when they needed to. And now they're on the doorstep of delivering a Stanley Cup to the city of Edmonton.
Yeah, absolutely. Under 3 minutes to go, first period, we are tied at 1, and Oilers trying to move on up. Number 18 able to get it in the zone, but he has that taken away. Panthers trying to move it on up. That's dumped in the zone by Florida. Stuart Skinner leaves it out to play it for McDavid, and now the Panthers take it back. Tarasenko dumps it in. Cody Ceci goes back for Edmonton. Ceci trying to move it up the wall. Lundell trying to take it away. Panthers get the loose puck. That shot saved by Skinner by a shot by number 5 of Edmonton. Oh, excuse me, that looked like number 7, actually. My apologies. But regardless, a good chance for the Panthers to take the lead right back. And Skinner made a good save.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity there for Florida. Not sure if they got the puck on net, but still a great A opportunity nonetheless here. And Jimmy, you've said the word move on up several times, and it just reminds me of the song by Curtis Mayfield. So I had that singing in my head for the last 30 seconds. So thanks for that.
Well played, my friend. Well played. Sam Bennett moves in the zone for Edmonton, and the Oilers able to play it on out. Warren Fogle tried to play it. Panthers take it away. Rodriguez able to handle it. He moves up. Kachuk playing it along the boards. Panthers keep it. Kachuk moves in and shoots. Oh, that was deflected and it goes out of play. Oh, Kachuk. Oh, with a glorious chance and he just missed it. Not by much, though. My goodness.
I got to see here again. I'm not sure if Kachuk actually got this on net or if he just lifted it and just airmailed it. I see it here on the slow-mo. Oh, he just missed it. Didn't even get it on Skinner. He just roofed that into about the 8th deck of the arena there. I mean, that was not a great shot. 2 goals on 56 shots.
Yeah.
And only 1 goal in this series. I mean, again, Kachuk, who was so instrumental in last year's playoffs, just not showing up here this year.
Yep. Loose puck in front of the net. Panthers. Now Barkov has that shot blocked in front. Barkov goes behind the net. 1 minute to go in the first period. We are tied 1-1. What's up, Dan? How you doing? That shot saved by Skinner. I'll get to some of these comments in a minute, I promise. We got some action here going on. I see you guys. I'm sorry, but... Oh, and we got a hit behind the boards, but no penalty call. Actually, a little bit surprised at that one, but they're letting the boys play tonight. 35 seconds to go in the first. Zach Hyman moving in for Edmonton, number 18. By the way, Andrew corrected me on something. Number 19 is actually Adam Henrique on the Oilers, so thank you for that, Andrew. I appreciate that. 20 seconds to go in the first. Skinner out to play it for his teammate. Loose puck. Here's Nico Mikkola. Try to get a shot. Partially blocked by McDavid. Mikkola gets it back. A shot through the crease and wide. 5 seconds to go in the first. Verhaeghe gets it behind the net. And the clock will run out. And that is it for the first period. That shot won't count. It was a save by Skinner, but the time had expired. But heck of a start here to this hockey game. Game 7 is tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Neil, your thoughts?
Yeah, good back and forth game so far through 20 minutes. Again, both teams found the back of the net. Verhaeghe getting the first goal, giving the Panthers the early lead. But then a few minutes later, Matthias Janmark burying a goal past Bobrovsky on a breakaway. And both teams have had their fair share of opportunities. Both, Skinner and Bobrovsky making some key saves. I think we've had a pretty balanced, game 7 so far. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make here in this first intermission.
Absolutely. And by the way, we will bring in our third co-host, Lance, a.k.a. Hefty Duck, at some point during the first intermission, so stay tuned for that. He's just taking care of something really fast. And meanwhile, we got Andrew B. in the house. What's going on, Andrew? Long time no chat, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's catch up on some comments here before we take our first commercial break of the night. And here's a family friend of mine, Dan Studer. What's up, Dan? Long time no speak. I prefer to see Edmonton win, but the only person I'm rooting for tonight is Emily Kaplan. You would, man. You would. But thank you for joining us, Dan. I appreciate you. Angus says, man, skate. No, Andrew, scaped, not skate. You got corn in your ears or something, my boy. I love you, though, Angus, I promise. But who else we got? Edmonton Oil Cans. Edmonton Oil Can openers. Damn, okay. I see where we're going tonight. I see where this is going. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our first commercial break of the night. But when we come back, we will recap how we got here and what we expect going into the second period. And, of course, if you missed it, we will dive more into the Linus Ullmark trade that happened right before we went on the air, in case you missed our thoughts. So don't go anywhere. After 20 minutes of play, we are tied at 1 here in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. We shall return on the THPN YouTube channel. You're watching the Stanley Cup Final here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, presented by DraftKings. Use code THPN at sign up. New customers get bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets only at DraftKings. Must be 21 plus in select states, and please play responsibly. Neil, we got ourselves a party going on because not only do we have our guy Hefty Duck, aka Lance from the Brew Jackets. What's going on, my boy? How you doing?
Not a whole lot, man. How you guys doing?
We are fantastic. We got ourselves a wild game, but not only do we have him, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Kyle Manifold. Kyle,
What's up, Kyle?
long time no speak, my man. How you doing?
Not too bad. What are we doing? Lance, you sound very excited for this game tonight.
I am. I'm sorry. I just had league for disc golf, so I just walked for 5 miles through this course twice. So
No excuses.
I missed a little bit.
No excuses.
Just a little bit.
No
Love it.
excuses.
Love it.
I'm tired.
Unbelievable. But
Okay.
no, listen, after 20 minutes of play, fellas, we are tied at 1. What has been a wild start to this Game 7. And, Neil, I'll start with you on this. So, to me, it felt more about how resilient Edmonton has been. They're down 1-0, and Matthias Janmark scores on a breakaway. Now, you mentioned it before, Edmonton now 5 for 5 on breakaways the last few games, but this just proves how resilient Edmonton has been ever since they were down 3-0. You got to give them a lot of credit here.
You do. And I think it's important that Edmonton was able to respond fairly quickly after giving up the game's first goal. I think a lot of people look at it, especially in a Game 7, it's important to get that all-important first goal. And Carter Verhaeghe with a beautiful deflection in front gets the Panthers on the board. The crowd is rocking. And then Cody Ceci with a beautiful saucer pass, 2-line saucer pass to a streaking Matthias Janmark that ends up, resulting in the tying goal. It was important for Edmonton, and they've been able to really exploit a lot of the Panthers, system in terms of, the defense likes to pinch a little bit. And now you're seeing the Oilers continuing to take advantage of that. That's why they're 5 for 5 on breakaways since Game 3. So It's just the Oilers adapting to what the Panthers are throwing at them. And, both goaltenders have settled down a little bit, made some good saves. Not a whole lot of shots, less than 15 through the first 20 minutes. I think we'll see that pick up a little bit here in period number 2. But I think overall, when you look at both teams, if you're a Knobloch or a Paul Maurice, you look at it as a balance of there were some good things, there were some bad things, there's some things to clean up. So it's really going to be interesting to see how it goes here in this next 20 minutes in terms of adjustments.
Yeah, and by the way, Neil, your mom has joined the chat. What's up, Mrs. Villapiano? Thanks a lot for joining us as always. And Andrew B was asking how Kyle's doing. Well, Andrew, he's in the building. But Kyle, what do you think about this crazy game so far?
It's going to be tight. It's going to be one of those one-goal games.
I have to give a little hot too.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Let's move on next.
Sorry, man. It's everywhere. I can't stop. It's just everywhere. I can't look somewhere and it's not there.
Yeah, it didn't have to come here though.
Anyway, continue.
Before we get canceled, let's move on.
I think Florida's really controlled the pace of play though in this first period. They've had Edmonton on their heels at the end of that period, watching that, and
right.
I expect Edmonton to pick it up a little bit here in the second, but they just looked a little dead tired there at the end of that first. I don't know if it was tiredness or nervousness, but it was really Florida controlling the ice and from the minute the puck drops. So I think it's actually been in favor of Florida so far in this first period. And Skinner, I don't really blame him there on the first goal. It's a really good tip in by Verhaeghe. That's just what he does. And then, with Janmark too going the other way, Florida's been having this problem the last 3 games where they're not giving Bobrovsky any help on, odd man rushes, letting the guy slip in behind, Forsling, the defenseman, goes in on a breakaway or dealing with the guy one-on-one there. He puts in a great shot. So other than that little slip, I think Florida's really controlled it very well tonight. I haven't seen much of Edmonton's top guys tonight. Their bottom 6 has been out there a lot. I kind of question what Knobloch has been doing. Specifically one where, there's so much pressure for the Oilers at one point, in the offensive zone. They go for a face-off and they have their 4th line out there. And it wasn't at a time where their big boys aren't out there, right? So I kind of question that decision-making a little bit. Puck ends up going down the other way. And, I expect a little bit – I expect maybe that they're trying to maybe save them a little bit. These top guys, Nugent, Hyman, McDavid and Draisaitl, maybe they're trying to save them a little bit towards the end. And, considering they might think this might be a long game, but we're already starting period 2 soon. And I like Florida so far.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Kyle. Andrew B asking, Neil, do you have your red wine tonight?
Yeah, I already drank it.
Well,
wow.
Okay.
I mean, I could go for round 2.
Was fast, man. That was fast.
Cheers, man. Do it.
Yeah.
All right, then. I see how it's gonna be.
I can go for round. I can go for round 2 if that's needed.
That's alarmingly quick.
I was gonna say that,
guys,
Kyle. Thank you.
I'm really fine. I'm still celebrating.
work
No, I'm not gonna. No, it's too early for that.
Well, wasn't it your birthday?
It was my birthday, but that was a week.
It was
ago.
the 15th was his birthday.
Yeah, close enough, right?
Birthday month,
Close
yeah.
enough. Actually, Jimmy, before we ask Lance, I do want to ask Kyle one quick question here.
Yeah.
From a Calgary Flame, because you are a Calgary Flames fan.
Much
It's
so.
a tough position.
Whatever.
I'm not. No. I'm not crapping on you. I'm legitimately asking this question because I was thinking about it earlier today. From a Flames perspective, what would be more? I guess the word is upsetting to see Matthew Tkachuk win a Stanley Cup with Florida after the big trade the year before, or seeing your rivals from Alberta hoist the Stanley Cup.
Oh,
it's a nightmare, to be honest. You know what's funny is, like, earlier on, I was kind of going for Florida a little bit just because you want to see those guys that you gave away. You want them to succeed and you want them to do well, especially like Sam Bennett, how it just wasn't really working out. It wasn't really working out in Calgary, and he needed a fresh scenery, whereas Tkachuk, it was just unfortunate to lose. It's funny as this series has gone on, though, like, I'm always for guys, you know, like, cementing their legacy almost. So it's not so much that I want it, like, I want to pull a little bit for Edmonton tonight. I really want to see McDavid win this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And pull this thing on his back. So it's a tough question for me because I'm not, like, I've already accepted it that everything about this final sucks. Life sucks. We're all gone one day. It is what it is. But, you know, I want to see great players be great, and I want to see him kind of cement his legacy a little bit. So really, it's kind of a knockoff answer here, but I'm kind of pulling for McDavid a little bit, and I'm just looking for a really good finish tonight. I think we're in for a good one already.
I just really wanted to know because it was kind of an intriguing thing when I was taking a walk earlier, you know, this afternoon and thinking.
And you were thinking about me. That's so sweet.
I was thinking about you because I care about you, Kyle. I care about you greatly, especially with
I apologize.
Especially with the fact, Jimmy, that Kyle and I, you know, our teams have been getting to know each other quite a lot over the last 2 off seasons in terms of making deals.
Oh no!
I'm not. Look, I spit the bit when it came to my bragging of getting Tyler Toffoli last year. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole with Jacob Markstrom. I am happy that the goaltending situation.
I think we won that Toffoli deal.
I think you did too, honestly and truly. And I'm happy for Sharon Govich that he's playing on a top line.
Yeah.
As far as Kevin Ball is concerned, the only thing I hope for is that he actually starts hitting people, because that's the only thing that he does not do, which is very frustrating.
That is a fair point. Andrew B asking, Lance, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Andrew.
And he's
What's
also
up, man? Long time no see.
I'm sorry, Lance, go ahead.
I said long time no see. That's all.
Yeah, it has been a long time. Andrew B also asking who we're all going for tonight. Neil and I both have the Panthers winning tonight, but what about you two? Lance, who do you have winning the cup tonight?
So a little funny stat I heard at the beginning of this, at the beginning of the 4th game. Every time Edmonton had lost 2 or 3 games in a row this last season, they came back and won the next like 6 in a row. Yep. So this is game 4 in a row. And Florida let them come back from 0-3 to tie it up. Like there's something that Edmonton knows. There's something that they've figured out to get past Florida at Florida's best. Yeah. And dude, there's a lot over Edmonton's head. It's not just a Stanley Cup for them. It's a Stanley Cup for the entire country of Canada. It hasn't seen Canada. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, but like, dude, there hasn't been a cup in Canada for almost my entire life. And I'm
certain parts of Alberta, I think, would like a word with that.
I was gonna say that. Thank you.
I also think Leafs fans would like a word.
Well,
Zach
fans are going to be salty no matter
getting
what.
the game winner tonight. You watch.
Oh God!
Wait! I couldn't hear Kyle. What did he say?
Zach Hyman's getting the game winner.
I'm
gonna head up soon in a minute, but I have Florida winning, and I think the way this is going, I think Florida's looking real good. So
Kyle's siding with us apparently. Okay, I see how it is.
Have fun, boys.
Hey, man. You're awesome. And hey, we're just getting started for the offseason, my friend. So we're looking forward to more content. Thank you so much, man.
All right, later, boys. Talk soon.
All right, later. He is Kyle Manifold, our manager here on the Hockey podcast network. So we got Lance for the rest of the night, though. So I guess that's a good thing. No. In all seriousness,
Whoa.
in all seriousness,
Yeah, we'll see.
in all seriousness,
Uncalled for.
We'll see what comes out of my mouth before I think about it again. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. Look, it's been a long day. I've been in the sun.
This is the Metropolitan Division coming out, boys.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Hey, listen, no. In all
Best
seriousness,
division in
Lance,
hockey. Don't at me. Actually, don't at me.
Lance, all jokes aside, it is good to speak with you again. It has been quite a while, but no, listen. What do you boys expect? Actually, Lance, we never asked you. Really quick. What did you think of the Allmark trade that took place before we went on the air?
So I've been living in the woods for the past 8 hours, roughly. I didn't see this till you said this. I heard you say something about this earlier. I was gonna look it up, but then got sidetracked.
You need the details?
Linus Allmark, yes.
Yeah, so the Senators acquired Linus Allmark, no extension involved, for their first round, for Ottawa's first round pick this year, which I believe is 24th.
25th.
I think 21 or 24. This is in the 20s. They
25th.
get Jonas Korpisalo at 25% retained, which obviously you have experience with Jonas Korpisalo.
So he's going to Boston.
He's going to Boston,
Yes.
correct? And some other name that I don't remember off the top of my head that I don't know about.
Mark something, I believe.
Mark Kiptelik, something like
Yes,
that.
something along those lines. Yeah,
I'm gonna look again.
that's all right.
I don't want to be incorrect.
I hope Jonas can find a home. I mean, he really did well when he was in Columbus.
Yeah.
He had some like really hot streaks. I mean, he has like the record for most goals in a or most shots in a playoff game ever. Although they let him take that many shots. Anyway, so he's quality. It's just he couldn't do much there.
Yeah.
It was like he got traded from the Blue Jackets to another team who was kind of like the Blue Jackets, and like they just didn't have any defense.
Same vibe.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Yeah,
Just
that sounds
shitty
about
ownership.
right.
Yeah.
Long time no see, all of you. Andrew,
It's true.
let's just say it's good to be back. We know it's been a while, but we're back and better than ever, and we are just about to get set for the second period of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. The puck has dropped. We are underway, and we are tied 1-1 between the Oilers and the Panthers. If you're just joining us, Game 7 tonight, Edmonton looking to end the Canadian drought of 32 years not winning the Cup, and Florida looking to capture their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. It will also be Edmonton's first Stanley Cup since 1990, so a lot of history on the line for both teams, and that shot may have been partially deflected in a save made by Stuart Skinner. Tkachuk took the initial shot. Yes, Andrew H., the final 40 minutes have commenced.
It's crazy. Like what a series. I can't believe they came back to tie it up. Like
I can't believe we're still here. I
know.
can't believe that we're still here right now.
Yeah, no,
it's June 24th.
No, Lance, I said at the beginning of the stream, I thought the series was over. When they were up 3-0, I thought it was over. I said, there's no way they're coming back from this.
I thought for sure we were getting a sweep in both the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals.
I agree. I thought the same thing.
As scary as it was, they were following each other to a T. It was really weird how one-sided it was.
So there's got to be some kind of conspiracy going on or something.
Absolutely no conspiracy.
Celtics won the NBA championship. Congrats to them. And now we got a Stanley Cup to hand out.
There's no way enough people like Boston
congrats.
to be conspiracy.
No congrats to the Celtics. Nobody cares.
Meanwhile, Tarasenko missed a good chance right there that just missed high off the glass. Good chance for Tarasenko.
I also wanted to mention really quickly, Jimmy, I saw a really interesting fact. Carter Verhaeghe, 11th goal of the playoffs. That ties him for the Florida Panthers franchise record for goals in a playoffs year. So there you go. So
good for him. Good for him.
Next goal he gets, whether it's tonight or maybe whenever he gets back in the playoffs with Florida, he has to get it tonight. Otherwise, it doesn't. Start it again. So
no, even still.
Why are there so many
says NBA Finals? Boo! That series was a cake. We all knew Celtics were going to win. That's fair. That's fair, Andrew. What's that?
Nobody watches the NBA playoffs. I'm just going to call it like it is.
Fair point.
It's so boring on so many levels. There is nothing exciting about it.
No, you're right. You're right. I agree.
Like the New York Knicks might have been truly might have been the most exciting thing of the entire playoffs, and they didn't even get to the conference finals.
Yeah. If they would have made the conference finals, it would have been at least intriguing. But
it would have been something.
We all know New York can't have nice things every time, but it is what it is.
Can't have nice things in 30 plus years.
Exactly my point. Justin away in the second period. No, tied at 1. Shots are 9-7 in favor of Florida as that puck goes into the Panthers bench and play is stopped.
Lance, is there anybody that is, when you look at this series up until this point, is there anybody that has really kind of like surprised you, whether positively or negatively, in terms of their overall performance?
I haven't like super been paying like major attention to the individuals. I've been watching all the games. I have not been delving into the stats too much. But and I mean, how could you not mention Connor McDavid breaking,
yes,
a record? Now, the thing is, like with how Kyle was saying earlier, can we really like kind of call him, like, no matter how many records he breaks, can we call him the greatest if he never gets a cup? Like
fair point.
It's like Austin Matthews. It's like, great, you're great, cool, get a cup, dude. Like, we just not like that easy, obviously, but you know how, like, what I'm saying. So
no,
I really
get what you're saying. Absolutely.
Go win something.
Yes.
I thought has Barkov been going on a tear? I thought he was doing well during the playoffs, but I'm not sure how he's been doing lately.
Yeah, he's had a good playoff year.
No, he has.
And
Rodriguez moving in, shooting. And actually, no, that was not Rodriguez. Looked like number 27 of Edmonton, I believe. Now Rodriguez has the puck. Shoots at a save by Skinner. Kachuk tried to get to the loose puck. Blew a tire. Now Ekman Larson gets it for Sam Bennett. And now, actually, we got a penalty here.
Yeah, Kachuk, whether he meant to or not, fell down and tripped Warren Fogle. So now the Oilers finally are going to get their first shot on the power play here.
Now we have a power play for Edmonton. Yes, we do.
Exactly. So it's Matthew Tkachuk, who, again, continues to do things wrong in terms of not producing.
Yeah.
And Warren Fogle, in the middle of the penalties, he took the first penalty of the night, and he draws the first power play for Edmonton. I don't know what Matthew. I don't know if Matthew Tkachuk blew a tire.
What the hell was he thinking there?
No, he just blew a tire. That's what happened. He didn't mean to trip Fogle. It just, he blew a tire.
Well, even still, you're going to call that 9 times out of 10.
Well, it's like, even if your stick hits someone by accident, it's your stick. You got to maintain control of it, I guess.
Exactly.
The question that I have, though, is that if this was soccer, would that be a red card? Is that straight red?
Ooh.
I think it'd be at least a yellow card.
He gets a yellow? I don't know.
Yeah, that's 100% a yellow. Like,
what's up, Connor? Long time no see. How you doing, man?
Spikes being up would have changed that. Like, if your spikes are up,
spikes were up. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play along. Oilers on the power play.
Oh, boy.
The first of the night. McDavid off the side of the net to Nugent Hopkins. Now Bouchard, he shoots and it's blocked in front. Hyman tried to get to the loose puck. It's in the corner for McDavid. McDavid now behind the net for Hyman. Oilers keep in. Bouchard. Now Nugent Hopkins. Looks for a lane. Pass along for Draisaitl. He spins. Looks for McDavid. He gets him back for Bouchard. Now Draisaitl moves up. Now McDavid. McDavid can't find a lane. Bouchard fakes the one-timer. Moves up. Shoots. Saved by Bobrovsky. Just deflected off the side of the net. Yikes. Bouchard coming close there as Draisaitl battles for the puck in the corner. Draisaitl gets it for Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard.
Panthers are without a stick here. Somebody on the Panthers is without a stick.
Yeah, I see that. McDavid moving up. Now Draisaitl. A minute to go on the power play for the Oilers. Bouchard. Now McDavid.
Wow.
This unit's been out there for a while. Draisaitl. Now McDavid. Back for Draisaitl, who shoots just wide. And the Panthers take it, and they can't get it out. Oilers doing a great job on the power play, applying pressure. Draisaitl has it again. This unit's been out there for a while. They're getting tired, the Panthers, meaning, as McDavid moves in.
The one dude still doesn't have a stick.
McDavid goes for the wraparound try and a save by Bobrovsky. Oh, wow. McDavid with a gorgeous chance, and Bobrovsky makes a big-time save with 35 seconds to go on the power play.
What a job there by the penalty killers for Florida, and particularly Sergei Bobrovsky. They're making a big-time save on Leon Draisaitl there right after a nice feed from Connor McDavid. And I will just say this. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is constantly wide open. I do not
Yes,
know.
he is.
Either
Yes,
they're
he
just
is.
not seeing it, or
I
it's
was
not
gonna say the
designed to
same
go to
thing.
him. But he is standing all alone, whether he's on the right or left side, and they got to look for him here.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. Faceoff will be to the left of Bobrovsky. 15-13 to go in the second, tied at 1. Edmonton has 35 seconds remaining in their power play. Faceoff won by the Panthers, and it's taken by number 13, and it is cleared out. Stuart Skinner leaves it for Bouchard. Evan Bouchard moves up. 5 minutes gone by, second period. McDavid moving up again. McDavid still with it, looking for a lane. There's a drop pass. 10 seconds to go on the power play. That shot through a screen and a save by Bobrovsky through the crease. Bouchard has the puck. Now McDavid. 3 seconds and 1. Power play is over and a save by Bobrovsky. Good chances for the Oilers, but Bobrovsky stands tall and the Panthers penalty kill comes through.
Yeah, it was a good save there right at the end by Bobrovsky. Now the Oilers 3 for 14 in the series on the power play. I think overall, though, despite not scoring, I think you got to feel good if you're Edmonton. A couple of really good chances there, but Bobrovsky, stepped up when he needed to there.
Yeah. I was expecting Kyle Mangiapane to call Canucks Oilers as he dreaded. What is wrong with you?
Jesus.
My God, man.
That's another guy to keep an eye on for Calgary that they might move in the offseason.
Mangiapane, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see.
He says, Neil, big news. Sheldon Keefe, new coach. Jacob Markstrom, your new goalie. Expecting progress for your Devils.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's definitely progress. I mean, you hire a new, younger head coach with a different philosophy who's certainly proven himself a lot. Granted, not in the playoffs, but, maybe a change of scenery with a different team might be what Sheldon Keefe needs. And then you obviously finally get your number one goaltender. You talked about a big game hunting in the going into this offseason, and you find a way to get a deal done. You don't give up a ton to get it, and you have 2 years of control for a guy that could very well be the missing piece to a Devils team that could very well get right back into the playoffs and make a lot of noise if they stay healthy. So, yeah, so far so good for the Devils offseason. Really curious to see what happens moving forward in terms of the rest of the team construction, what other trades might happen, what free agency moves they might make. So far, can't complain.
Meanwhile, icing called here against the Panthers. Interesting call as the Panther player looked like he beat Janmark to the puck, but no dice as we get an icing here with 14:07 to go in the second period. We're tied at 1.
We forgot to mention the NHL awards are on Thursday. So
I totally forgot about that.
We literally have this game tonight. We have 2 days off where maybe not much happens.
Yeah.
Then the awards, then the draft, then free agency, and then development camp for most teams.
Absolutely.
So,
we already have the preseason schedule out for all the teams. Regular season schedule is coming out soon. So a lot's happening. A lot is happening.
No, it's just the news is never ending. It's it's like that crazy off season. I mean,
yeah.
Especially as a Jackets fan.
I feel like out of all the 4 major sports, the NHL and the NFL have 2 of the craziest off seasons ever. Am I wrong for saying that?
No, I agree. I mean, the NBA's up there. The NBA every now and then gets some moves that happen.
Well, yeah, that's true. But to me, it's nothing like the NHL or the NFL.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
By the way, Jimmy, I love Kyle like a brother. I just like the team. No, I know it's all love, man. No worries at all.
Calgary.
We love you, though, Connor. We love you, so it's all good.
There you go.
We're in a commercial break right now. We are tied at 1 here in Game 7 here in the second period. So, speaking of offseason, Lance, what are you expecting from your boys in the offseason?
Jeez, dude, I don't even know at this point, honestly. Everything's happened so fast.
Gosh.
I mean, honestly, where I really think he's going to go
is Vegas.
Wow, God. That'd be hilarious. It'd be funny if it goes to the Kings, like in place of like PLD or something somehow. But no, like there's been a lot of links between him and like Montreal Canadiens. I don't know, get him and like Cole Caulfield working together or something, you know. But like I don't know. Like I believe in Waddell. I'm along with the Waddell plan. I mean, just look what he did in Carolina. Now, granted, I'm blanking so hard right now. It's been a long day. Carolina's coach was hired like right as he was as Waddell. Brendan Moore was hired right as Waddell was hired, and so I don't believe Waddell hired him.
No,
right.
So this will be like his first coach hiring since like pretty much ever, and so that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Since he was in Atlanta years and years ago.
Yeah, with the Thrashers and
people forget that.
Never forget the Thrashers.
Never forget the.
And so but the way he got the the roster for the Hurricanes was really solid. It's still solid. It's going to be solid since because of him. Even after he left, it's going to be fine. And so I don't know. I'm just got a lot of high hopes somehow still, but looking for some big moves. I'm not looking for big moves in the standings here. Like next season, I'm looking for a little bit of something better though. Just something new, something fresh, man. We got to.
That's fair.
Getting stale.
Blue Jacket fans deserve like something new.
Yeah, no, they really do. They really do.
It actually happens.
I mean, honestly,
you look at
they're getting an outdoor game.
Yeah,
there is that.
That's something new.
Yeah,
at the Horseshoe, it's about freaking time.
That ought to be fun. As Fogle looked like he got tripped up again, but no penalty call there as that puck goes in the Oilers bench this time. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone with 13:29 to go in the second. We're tied at 1 here in Game 7.
I can already see Fanatics screwing up the outdoor jerseys. I can already.
I know.
Oh my god.
I can already see it.
Is it bad? I can picture that too.
The giant Fanatics factory, like just north of Columbus.
Heaven help the Washington Capitals for getting a locker room disaster in Pierre-Luc.
Oh my god! What do you mean?
One of those trades.
I was stunned when he got traded there.
I wasn't stunned that he got traded. The Kings hate him.
Dude, every team he's been on hates him.
Bro.
And says, what's up the guy on the bottom? That's Lance Nell. He's asking how you're doing.
Like,
what up?
I sometimes wonder, I mean, like, it's just like, it seems like to me that PLD is just one of those guys that's just like, yeah, like I play hockey because I'm good at it. Like I'm not like super like into the whole grinding
passionate about it.
Yeah.
He's not a passionate guy. And so now he goes to the Caps, who are, I guess, trying to still win at this point. I don't even know who's going to be in
Yes, I don't know. I have no idea.
And then did the Kings goaltending really get any better?
Nah.
Dude, they should have kept Corpy. He was doing well there.
Yeah, they
didn't they pick him up there? Yeah.
Who knows at this point, man? Who really knows?
He was with Gavrikov as a defenseman. And
it's just,
anyway.
Just shot there.
Meanwhile, that's toward the net and a save by Skinner.
I'm curious.
We're going to stop with 12:26 to go. 12:26 to go in the second period. Excuse me. Did you guys see Capitals' 50th anniversary logo on the jersey? It was Fanatics. I actually did not see that yet. I might have to look that up during the next commercial.
I did see it. Not too bad. Hey, look. The first year or two is going to look like the Adidas jersey with not much change from Fanatics, but over time they'll start to make their physical mark on the jerseys. So we'll see. But we talk about goalie trades because we've already had a couple in the last couple of days. Elvis Merzlikins is another guy that could potentially be moved, but I don't know.
So Waddell has been quoted in a recent interview as saying that he is going to do absolutely everything it takes to get him back on track and to do what he can with them, because he tried to trade for him a few years ago when he was down in Carolina, and he's pretty adamant that he wants something out of Elvis, and like I do too. He was great at one point.
Kind of surprised at that. Meanwhile, Hyman's shot was blocked in front.
I truly think it's just mostly a mental block, and he has, it happens. That's just the way it goes.
Mm.
I think I don't know. Maybe I think the Blue Jackets should try to get Jay Woodcroft as the next head coach. That's my
Boy. Okay.
Maybe that's reaching. I don't know.
I like the idea of like Claude Julien or
Ooh,
even
Claude
like
Julien.
a retry of Gerard Gallant.
Yeah.
Well, you could try Mike Babcock again if you feel like
Dude,
it.
you know what? I think he's still in a contract. Why not? Let's go.
Oh my
I
god!
mean, oh my God.
Only
So
Really?
there's questions asked about John Quenneville.
Oh
too.
my God.
Um,
Ekholm moving in for the Oilers. Hyman in the corner, battled for by the Panthers. They were 27. Hyman still with it. Pass along for Bouchard. Back for Hyman. Hyman. Actually, that was McDavid who blew a tire there. My bad. Nugent hops behind the net for Hyman. Hyman may have gotten tripped up a bit there. No penalty. Ekholm has room. He shoots and a save through traffic by Bobrovsky, and he hangs on. 10:48 to go in the second. Still tied 1-1.
Dude, this is crazy. Like what a Stanley Cup final. Like at least they made it a good one.
Great.
Yeah.
The two furthest teams in the NHL from each other?
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of distance, this is the two farthest. This is about as far.
Yeah.
I think
was it like 10 hours, I think? 10-hour flight?
Something like that.
And you got to go through a time zone change.
You got to go through several time zone changes. You got to fly. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, literally.
Get that. Also, I just noticed, maybe it took me this long, but I just noticed that the Panthers sponsor is LaCroix.
You just noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of blended into the jersey. It's a little hard to see.
He caught us
2,500 miles. Thank you, Andrew.
Wow.
That's
I would not
ridiculous.
walk that.
That really is insane.
You know the song. It wasn't. I will. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I'll walk 500 miles. It was walk 2,500.
No, it was. I walked 500. That's enough.
And 500 more.
Whatever.
That's like the max.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the absolute max of like,
da, da, da.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They should make a remix of that.
Oh my God! Ekholm has it for the Oilers. Taken away by Florida. Barkov behind the net.
Crazy.
Florida trying to move on up with the puck. Here's Ekblad. Ekblad dumps it in further. P&G's Fun Channel. I don't know how fun it is. I might have to check it out. But how you doing? Thanks a lot for joining us. Hey, at least they're giving us content to check out. I appreciate that. As Rodriguez shoots at a save by Skinner. Wraparound try, and as Skinner was wide out of his net, there was an opening on the left side, and he tried to pass. I don't know why he tried to pass it there when he could have easily went for a wraparound try, but that was a golden opportunity that was just missed.
Yeah, there was an opening there.
9:25 to go, second period. Still tied 1-1, miraculously, as Tkachuk dumps it in further for the Panthers. Tkachuk back in the corner. He gets punched right there. No penalty.
Yeah, well, Tkachuk's not going to get those calls. It's Matthew Tkachuk.
Probably not.
Yeah, right.
If anything, it's going to be him that gets a penalty for that.
Yeah. I mean, he did earlier, so.
I mean, just think about how tired these guys must be. Game 7 after an entire playoff series, after an entire season, like traveling days in between, like that'd be nuts.
And my favorite part of the year is coming up in like a day or two, and we're gonna find out the absolutely gruesome injuries that all of these guys have.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I gotta look it up, but I remember like after the bubble series in 2020, they said like Tyler Seguin had like, what did he have? Like a broken foot,
like a fractured foot. I'm
like
pretty
a fractured foot, and I'm like holy crap, dude! Like that's insane.
Yeah, it really is unbelievable. 23 shoots look like that hit the post as well. And if that's true, that's 2 posts by the Panthers, and this puck goes all the way down. No icing call. Also,
it might be a reason why Matthew Tkachuk has had such a tough final. He might be really in pain.
Yeah. I was going to say, he's probably hurt. That's my assumption.
Didn't he injure like a rib or something earlier in the year? Am I just making that up?
Yeah.
I think he
thought it was
was hurt, but I don't know if it was a rib. I don't
I
remember
don't know.
exactly what it
I don't
was.
know who.
The question is,
Draisaitl tried to get it along. Pass not handled well by 55. Draisaitl back behind the net.
Nice feed.
Draisaitl has it back from Bouchard. Draisaitl moves it and shoots, and it's saved by Bobrovsky.
Seems like the next goal is going to be so massive, whoever gets
Yes,
it.
I agree. Ekholm. Now Bouchard. Draisaitl. Back for
Gotta get it
Bouchard.
out to Florida.
A minute of zone time for the Oilers with 7 minutes to go in the second period. And there's a trip right there. It was missed. Ref was right in front. There was a trip, and there was no penalty called there either.
The refs are definitely trying not to make it about them tonight. That's for sure.
Give them credit. Give them credit. They're letting the boys play, so.
I just don't think they're going to call it if it's egregious. Like the Matthew Tkachuk penalty was pretty obvious that it should have been a penalty. You know, Warren Fogel's penalty on Montour, I mean, he hit him up high, right in the slot. So again, pretty obvious.
Uh-oh, Neil, look who's entered the chat.
Oh, God.
Austin Myers, a.k.a. Mr. Taco, our co-host on the bottom line, says, Coachella Valley versus Hershey, 4-4 going into overtime in the Calder Cup in Game 6. Oh, my God.
If that game is on NHL Network, the next commercial break, I'm going to flip over and see if it's on.
Please do, and keep us updated.
Check that out. We should have done a live watch along for that, too.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I mean, that's 4-4 in overtime.
Oh, God.
I wish it was just Game 7, though.
Yeah, literally.
That's unfortunate.
Ekholm plays it out to center. Nugent Hopkins
tried to play it.
5:50 to go, second period. Nugent Hopkins moving in, shooting, save, rebound, and it was blocked in front. Rodriguez has that poked away from him. Edmonton player has no stick. Adam Henrique trying to clear it out. And here comes number 7 of Florida. Now, 62, I believe that's Montour moving up for the Panthers. And Bennett shoots from backhander and a back angle and a save by Stuart Skinner. Rodriguez getting the puck back. Warren Foegele has it for Edmonton. Shots are 16-14 in favor of the Panthers,
Skinner's lucky there, Jimmy. He should have covered that. That almost turned into a disaster right in front.
Yeah. Brandon's saying it's not on NHL Network for some reason. That's a golden chance for Edmonton again. Bobrovsky robbed him, and then the rebound went just wide. Oh, how did Edmonton miss that opportunity? Meanwhile, 13 move in. They scores! Oh, the Panthers have taken a 2-1 lead.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And it's that man. Sam Reinhart with the goal.
Sam Reinhart does it again.
Just seconds after the Oilers looked like they were about to take the lead with the puck on the crease with an open net. They clear it out, and then they come right back at a little toe drag from Sam Reinhart, beating Skinner through a little bit of a screen in front, and the Panthers are back in front here by a goal late here in the second.
Wow. Ooh. I mean...
Yep, he's getting $12 million in the offseason.
You cannot script this stuff. Oilers have a golden opportunity. They miss. And Sam Reinhart, not even 15 seconds later, cashes in. And the Panthers have taken the lead right back with 4:49 to go in the second period.
And it was like a 3-on-4. What?
I don't know what it was.
Edmonton Oilers? What were they doing?
I think they caught. I think it was a change. I think that's why it ended up being that.
Yeah, Edmonton was in the middle of a change, and they caught him.
They got him caught in a change because that was a really good. I forgot who made the outlet pass to Reinhart there, but it was a good pass that led him on the rush there. And
simplest things.
Just remember, the Oilers win. Nobody cares, Austin.
Yes, Jack Campbell will be.
Nobody cares about Jack Campbell.
Yep, I need that. Second goal this series for Sam Reinhart. Again, he had 57 in the reg. Opportunity.
Meanwhile, 92 moving in. Oh, he tried to sneak it behind Skinner as he was caught out of his crease. Stuart Skinner has been caught out of his crease one too many times, and he's just getting very fortunate that it's not costing him.
Yeah, that was Kevin Stenlin on that opportunity there, trying to surprise, got Skinner out of his crease, but couldn't tuck it past him, nearly getting the Panthers a 2-goal lead.
Unbelievable stuff. 2-1 Panthers as now the Oilers trying to move in, but Rodriguez able to take it and clear it down. However, it will be an icing. Danelle says, I forgot to tell you, I finally tried Chick-fil-A. Thank you. It was good. My mother brought it home. We both had some. My New Year's resolution is complete. Now, my question to you is, did you have a chicken sandwich or did you have the chicken nuggets from there? That's what I want to know.
What?
Because depending on what you had, I might have more respect for you. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever you had, I'm sure it was good, Danelle. But I'm glad you finally tried it. Austin saying, leave Soupy alone. Never. I will never leave him alone. I'm sorry.
He was so bad.
No, he was abysmal. I'm sorry.
So
abysmal.
Bad. I mean, that contract looks so awful.
Yes, it does.
I mean, if the Oilers win the cup, it's great, but at the same time, they're going to look and be like, we really dropped the ball with Jack Campbell.
Draisaitl moving in. Ooh. McDavid. Back for Draisaitl. Saved by Bobrovsky. And it goes out of play. 3:26 to go. Second period. Chick-fil-A overrated. Raisin Cane. Look, I love Raisin Canes, but how dare you call Chick-fil-A overrated? How dare you?
Why not both?
Yeah, that's a good point, Lance. Why not both?
Unbelievable stuff. Over 3:30 remaining in the second. The Panthers have taken a 2-1 lead thanks to Sam Reinhart.
So how much money is the Utah Hockey Club going to give Sam Reinhart when this offseason begins?
I wonder what is.
I'm hearing reports that Mitch Marner might get traded there.
God.
Marner might get traded there. I've heard that. I wouldn't care.
If that actually happens, though, so help me.
Utah, I guarantee Utah makes the playoffs next year.
Dude, I swear, if they come out the gate,
they probably will. They probably will.
I will if they pull a Vegas, I'm gonna be so salty.
Literally,
I'm gonna be so. See, this is why nobody hates Seattle, because Seattle is like kind of gone the path of what we all expected, Vegas to be. It's like, okay, they had a really good second season. They went to the second round. Yeah, they took a step back this year, but they're still a pretty good team. Give it time. They're building their system. They've only been in the league for 3 years. Vegas, no. It's just, it just wasn't it. If Utah pulls a Vegas, then I really just have lost all hope.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
I'm
with you 100%.
I'm waiting for Clayton Keller to give me 65 goals next year or something like that.
I had the grilled chicken sandwich. She also brought the grill. Oh, the grilled nuggets, so underrated there. They're so good. Haven't been to Raisin Canes yet, but they're actually opening one up in, I think in South Jersey. Is there one in Arizona, Andrew?
No, they did open one in South Jersey in Burlington County.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking of. Thank you.
Yeah, because I went to that one.
Raisin Canes is not overrated, good sir. I'm sorry, I disagree with you. By the way, thank you for joining us. But that was not the comment I expected.
Way to thank them for being in the stream by telling them that they're wrong.
3:26 to go in the second.
Carter Verhaeghe got an assist on that Reinhart goal, so he's got a goal and an assist tonight. So he has really stepped up.
Wow. So if he gets in a fight.
Oh, he needs a fight. Yeah, that's what we need. We actually need a legitimate fight.
I don't think
literally
on this whole series.
Literally, yes, we do.
It's middle of the third period, and two guys just duke it out.
Yeah,
I would pay to see that.
I want to see either Corey Perry or Matthias Janmark fight.
Oh,
a
couple fourth liners, just duke it out a little bit.
Kevin Stenlin, and Corey Perry. That's what I want.
By the way, if Corey Perry loses another Stanley Cup final, I legit feel bad for this man.
I don't. He already won a cup.
Why?
He won a cup already.
So what? He's lost 3 straight Stanley Cup finals, I believe.
Oh, whoopee doing my Subaru. Marian Hossa lost several times in a row, and nobody. And
that's fair enough.
He won some cups anyway, so it was fine.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Okay, it's not like Ray Bourque where it took him 20 plus years to actually even get to the finals, let alone win it.
That's true. That's true.
So,
Montour dumps it in for Florida. It was deflected in, so no icing. Edmonton able to take
nice
it back.
hit.
Yeah, that was a very good hit right there. Now the physicality starting to pick up here in this game.
Yeah, now we're picking it up. Luosterainen with the hit there on Janmark. That was a good hit.
2 minutes to go, second period. 2-1 Panthers lead. 26 hits to 11 in favor of Florida tonight.
I have a really hilarious topic for the intermission. I really do. It's actually really funny.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You'll like it. It's hilarious.
Unbelievable. Edmonton keeping in. And it's taken away by Verhaeghe. Good play by him. And now the puck is out to center.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Pass intended for Reinhardt. Now number 7 shoots in a save by Stuart Skinner, and he hangs on. 1:24 to go. Good shot by Kulikov.
They're going to commercial break with a minute left to go in the period.
Oh, what you gonna say? Why? Jeez. You can't keep going?
They know you're gonna stick around. They know.
Dude.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
They know. They don't want you to watch the College World Series. I get it.
World Series what?
Yeah.
There you go. Nobody wants to watch that.
There's 2 in Arizona, an hour away from me, and also in Phoenix.
It's having an hour to go eat fast food, though.
Yeah.
A lot.
Had Raising Cane's once, but I was bombed out of my mind after a Penn State football game.
So it's probably some of the best food you've had.
Yeah. Someone explain to me why the Calder Cup final is not on TV.
Yeah, that's a shame. It isn't. That's a shame.
The AHL hates exposure.
I swear, dude. It's ridiculous.
Literally, though, no joke. The only minor league game that I've seen on NHL Network this year was the Rockford Ice Hogs versus the Chicago Wolves, and that was 2 months ago.
Nice.
Where is even Rockford?
In Illinois.
That checks out.
Oh, okay.
That's where Austin is.
So what you're saying is there was a battle for Illinois between those two teams.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Antti Ranta was actually in goal for the Wolves in the game I watched.
That again, that checks out.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm keeping my eye on the Calder Cup final.
Yeah, please keep us updated on that.
Overtime, according to this, overtime is not started yet.
It hasn't started?
No, not yet.
Yo,
kidding me?
Hey, Bengals football fan.
1:24 to go in the second.
Wait, hold on, Lance. What is it? What Jimmy
said? With a 2-1 lead.
Oh Jesus!
Be nice, assholes.
Yo, be nice. Enough of your comments.
Besides, the Browns are way better anyway.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson is a great.
And by the way, my hair is
gotta talk about that guy.
By the way, my hair is thinner because I got a haircut. That's why.
Whoa.
So
roasted.
How rude.
Got dunked on, homie.
Yeah, why doesn't your city have a basketball team, huh?
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Andrew B, I see your comment. Much love to you, my man. Thank you so much. 1:16 to go in the second period. Leon Draisaitl, by the way, has no goals this entire series. He's got 10 in the playoffs, which is tied for third most in the NHL, but he has none in this entire series.
Somebody's choking.
You got
I was just gonna say that. Oh my God.
Just saying.
I don't remember.
1 minute to go in the second. 2-1 Panthers lead. Evan Bouchard trying to take the puck away in his own end.
Draisaitl keeps this up.
Able to get there.
Oh, just offside.
And yep, I was gonna say that's offside. Draisaitl was just a bit ahead of the play on that one with 47 seconds to go.
Jeez, man, the points just dropping off. He scored 7 points.
Oh my God!
In the last 2 rounds, the man is
first round 10, second round 14.
Does he have any assists?
Conference final 4, Stanley Cup final 3. No goals this series. That's a big drop off. That is a big drop off.
Most instances is pretty low. Shut up. I don't care. Sorry. I'm like you're talking to the guy who's like, look, dude. You see what I mean? That's
Guardian
That's all.
Nation.
That's what we do.
The second.
Dude, Guardian Nation.
Let's go, baby. Cardies.
That's what it's all about, dude.
Do this one today, too.
Here comes
Dude,
McDavid.
killing it this
As
season.
that poked away from him. Good play by the Florida defense to get it away from McDavid. Now Hyman feeds Bouchard. That shot blocked in front, and Bobrovsky may have gotten a piece of that on a rebound chance, and now the puck is out to center. And it'll go all the way down, and an icing call against the Panthers with 6 seconds to go.
Yo, if I'm Knobloch, do I pull Skinner? I know it's like 6 seconds. What pull Skinner?
How
too much
about
time.
no?
Just saying, might not be that. Might not be
in the words of that whatever that villain's name is from Austin Powers. How about no?
How about no, Scotty?
Mr.
Evil.
Yeah, Dr. Evil.
Oh my god! And that is going to do it for the second period. The Panthers are 20 minutes away from capturing their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Boys, your thoughts on the second period? Lance, I'll start with you.
Dude, this game couldn't be the series couldn't be much closer. Obviously, it's game 7. Like, yeah, they're going down by 1, but it doesn't feel like Florida has any breathing room at all. They got to at least keep fighting hard, and it's we're literally down to the last 20 minutes of the 2024. Well, I guess the regular season's over, but the 2024 season, 2023-24 season, like it will last down 20 minutes, and they're giving you every bit of your money's worth. I didn't pay for this, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fair. Neil, what about you?
Yeah, I mean it's everything you could have wanted. It's a close game. It's tight. Both teams are going into this knowing that this last period could very well be the last 20 minutes that we have of this season. And I think we're in for an exciting finish here. And it's all going to be about who wants it more. And I'm really excited to see how this last 20 minutes here, maybe more, who knows, depending, goes down. It should be good. I'm excited.
No, it should be. And by the way, I'm sorry to break out the band hammer there, but we are not going to tolerate disrespect to anybody in the chat here. But I digress. Another Canadian riot looming.
No, stop.
Let's not go there.
This isn't.
What's a Canadian riot? Like, oops, sorry. Anyway. I didn't mean to throw that brick at you. Sorry. Whoop, sorry. Like, what is a Canadian riot even?
Bro,
you're gonna wipe
on, man.
Oh, sorry there. Took a high stick to the face, huh? Like,
oh my god. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna take our next commercial break of the night. After 40 minutes of play here in Game 7, the Panthers have a 2-1 lead over the Oilers and are 20 minutes away from capturing their first ever Stanley Cup. Will they do it, or will Edmonton respond? Stay tuned and find out. We shall be right back on the THPN YouTube channel. You're watching the Stanley Cup Final on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, presented by DraftKings. Use code THPN at sign up. New customers bet $5, get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings. Must be 21 plus in select states. And please play responsibly. We're also sponsored by Manscaped. Our brand new friends at Manscaped want to give you 20% off plus free shipping with code THPN at manscaped.com. You can shave more than just your beard, if you know what I mean, fellas. 20% off plus free shipping with code.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, let's not do that on the air. Let's go THPN.
Hey, it's like one of the last streams of the year, man. We got to try.
I was going to say.
Go out on a bang, boys. Go out on a bang.
Oh, and we have an update. Hershey has won the Calder Cup yet again.
Dang
in overtime.
Come on.
Dude, it's so
ouch.
lame. You know, I find it remarkable how they constantly dominate the AHL and then it doesn't translate to the NHL.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
But anyway, use code THPN at Manscaped for 20% off plus free shipping.
Actual pain. No,
On a much better note, but
on a much better note, there's pain. The goal was scored by Matt Strome, his second of the year or the playoffs. And that
the Dylan Strome's brother.
Is that another Strome? I swear, dude, I'm done with. But that also ends the tenure for Dan Bylsma as the head coach of the Coachella Firebirds. As now he will take over in Seattle and be the second ever head coach of the Kraken starting next season.
Yes.
Dylan and Matt are 2 of 3.
Our land, not Panthers land.
Ryan.
Great.
Ouch, Andrew. Ouch. But anyway, after 40 minutes of play, Neil has more wine, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead over the Oilers, and they are 20 minutes away from capturing their first ever Stanley Cup. Obviously, the Panthers were in this position last year against Vegas. They lost to Vegas, but the Panthers have a chance to rewrite history here as they look to finally get over the hump and win it all. But it'll be interesting to see how Edmonton response here going into the third period, because they've had their chances, but Neil, they just haven't been able to finish that second period. It shows, Stuart Skinner was caught up in his crease way too many times. He got fortunate. It didn't cost him. Panthers had a golden opportunity multiple times. They had a power play. They did nothing to add on to it, and they just can't finish their chances right now.
Yeah, I mean, they had a couple opportunities on that one power play that they had, and they couldn't get one past Bobrovsky. They had the opportunity where the puck was in the crease, and it looked like that somebody for Edmonton was going to just tap it in, and then seconds later they give up the go-ahead goal. So, yeah, you're frustrated, but then again, it is a one-goal game, and you're not out of it by any means. And now you recognize that this is it. This is the last 20 minutes. You got to leave it all out on the ice. You can't leave anything back in the locker room or on the bench. You got to go out and you got to play balls to the walls hockey right now. And I think that that's what you're going to see from both teams. I don't expect Florida to back up and start just trying to defend a 1-goal lead. I see them also trying to attack, trying to get another goal or two. Because if the Panthers can get a 3-goal lead at some point in this third period, I think it puts the game out of reach. But to me, as long as Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and those guys are on the other side, it gives them a good chance to still come back. And they've come this far, and they haven't come this far just to lie down. And I expect Edmonton to have a big response here in this final 20 minutes. And I'm really excited to see what type of effort we're going to get from both teams here in this third period.
Dylan Kaiser approves of this game, and hey, we approve of you, Dylan. For the most part, just don't be a Canucks fan anymore. But regardless,
Jesus,
we still love you. We still love you, Dylan. Oh my God. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. I got to be that guy for a change. Dan says, overall sad. This is the last meaningful period of hockey until October. You never know. Don't say that yet, Dan. You never know. Yeah, again, don't say anything yet, boys. So happy you guys are back. We are happy to be back, Andrew.
Yeah, for one game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the last game of the season, go figure. But hey, again, a lot's happened, but we're happy to be back. But Lance, what do you expect going into the third period here?
Look, you talk to me any other time of the season, and I have absolutely zero anything nice to ever say about Connor McDavid. But right now, what I need to see in a Stanley Cup Final Game 7 from the quote-unquote greatest player of the world, McJesus. Give me a goal, bro. Give me a goal or go home.
Give me a Draisaitl goal. How about that?
Yeah.
Can Draisaitl do something, please? Literally.
Like anything. Like maybe this is what they're waiting for. Maybe they're trying to save him a little bit of energy for the third period or something like that.
Yeah.
They need to get in there. They need to be hard. They need to get on it. They need to bring the same energy that the Panthers are and bring the hits up a little bit, be a little bit more aggressive. I think they're kind of scared too because, like, I personally, if the Oilers start going physical against the Panthers, I think the Panthers could like do a little more damage. So I get maybe why they aren't, but they need to step it up just a little bit. There's something that has dude, that penalty, that should have been the game. They should have gotten a power play goal, and that should have been pretty much the game there, and they screwed it up. So now they might not get another chance.
Yeah. You know? And by the way, Austin has your answer on who scored the game-winning goal for the Bears. It was Ryan and Dylan Strome's brother, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Lance said that before, I believe he.
Lance did say that. Okay.
I read it.
He must have not heard him. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Very good.
Whatever happens, 2 months of off-season action, which is not too long. No, it is not. Hey, listen, before you know it, the preseason will be here, and with the way time has gone nowadays, it will be here fast. So preseason will be here, and before you know it, we will be in October once again. But before that, though, we got 20 more minutes and maybe more, depending on what happens here, of hockey left for the 23-24 season. And Andrew B saying, you guys heard my rampage. What rampage?
There was a rampage?
Apparently, we must have missed something. So we're sorry, Andrew.
Maybe.
All right. So I got a good topic for everybody.
Oh, God.
Just roll with it. It's funny.
It is what it is at this point.
Who has played Wii Sports here?
I still have it.
I have like a 280 bowling average or something. Yeah.
That's amazing. So what I want you to do is rank me the 4 sports. What was it? 4 in Wii Sports, or was it 5? I was trying to remember.
There was 5.
5.
Do you count boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, count boxing.
Baseball,
rank me
tennis.
from 5th to best Wii Sports games. Like from 5 to 1. Lance, I want to start with you.
You want us to rank them?
Man.
Yeah, in terms of what you think.
So bowling is number 1, except for also like the bowling practice is amazing, right?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Bowling, amazing. Baseball, super fun. After that, I mean, tennis was okay. You could do okay at it. I'm pretty sure like that was one of them too. And then boxing was my least favorite by far. Oh, so what was the other one? Golf. Oh, I love the golf one. I probably have to rank
golf is pretty good.
Golf. Okay, baseball then golf. Fair enough.
Golf is easily top 3 for me.
So if I didn't like boxing, it was.
If I would have ranked them, mine would
Jimmy,
be.
how would you rank them?
Bowling is number 1 for me too. No question about it.
Yeah.
This might be a bit controversial, but I like boxing. I'm actually going to put boxing too. Hey, maybe it's because of the fact that I've been taking up boxing recently a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
So for me, seem to work right.
I like it. I like it as number 2. Golf is number 3 for me. Baseball is 4, and then whatever else was left is 5.
Tennis.
Thank you. Tennis. I'm not really a big tennis guy. I don't know.
I can't tell you how many times I felt like I burned so many calories just doing this to try to keep
literally
get up from boxing, just like do it as fast. Yeah. For me, I'm gonna put golf as 1 for me personally.
Really?
I loved golf. Oh yeah, I absolutely loved golf. 2 for me.
That's
2 for me was
okay.
2 for me was tennis. Put tennis at 2. I put bowling. I put bowling at 3, baseball at 4, and boxing at 5.
I thought like there was like bad ones. It's just the best.
It's
ones.
not like here's the thing. I don't think any of them are bad. I think the whole game itself is amazing. I just always was curious how people felt about like all the sports in terms of that.
Yeah.
Now, did either of you a sheet of? Oh, nice, Andrew.
Never mind. Go
That's
ahead, Neil. I'm
beautiful.
sorry.
Did either of you guys play Wii Sports Resort?
I also have that game. Yes.
You play Resort?
I don't
Lance?
recall. I don't think so.
Okay, because that was the one that had basketball. You could do like
Yes.
instant shooting.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Like one-on-one.
No.
That was a good one. And I thought the worst, personally, the worst Wii game that was made by far was like Wii Fit. I thought it was without
Really?
the
You
worst
hated
thing
that?
ever invented.
I did the yoga for a
Wow.
bit. That was kind of cool because like you balanced on like the pad, and it was just kind of cool.
I think the thing for me
Huh.
was that being like a young, like 11-year-old kid being roasted by a machine when it would tell you how fat you are was like kind of
That's
messed
fair.
up. Like it would be like really insulting. It'd be like, "Oh, your BMI is terrible."
Well, I always wondered if it was like the Japanese kind of like poking fun at Americans too.
That's what I thought.
Oh my
I
God.
believe that we were just getting screwed over. But Wii Sports Resort was great, I think, for basketball. What else was hilarious? You know what I wish they did? I
And
wish
there
they
was
did
fencing.
Fighting was there.
Was that on the original sports one?
Which one?
No, that's in a resort.
That's a
Okay.
resort. If you got resort, you could do a lot of table tennis.
Yeah.
I'm doing table tennis.
You could do like air gliding. You could like fly a plane around.
I
Like,
did play that one, just not as much.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Connor says, is anyone going to ask Joey?
Yeah, show off the cannons, bro.
Yeah,
guys got
show off the guns.
I'm
See it.
I'm not gonna call
show
it
off the
that, but
MK-47s.
All right. Well,
I appreciate the compliment, I guess.
like, what do
Thank
you,
you,
you think YouTube's gonna take us down if we bring out the guns?
Oh my God.
He's just like, bam.
Oh God.
Oh
Again, let's not get
Damn.
pissed.
yeah, and sumo.
I love Wii Sports Bowling. 11 out of 10. 100% agree, Andrew. 100%.
They actually did Wii Sports Bowling on the resort as well. I don't know. I guess they like
We
because
need a
it was so
game, not
low.
you guys. Fuck. Well,
They
Jake,
should-
you know
guys,
Yeah,
this.
well, we need
See you,
you to
buddy.
kindly go screw off.
And we
Hey.
need kindly for Wii Sports Hockey.
We need you
said it.
guys to have smooth sacks this summer. Don't forget, Manscaped. Smooth sack summer.
Code THPN,
Look, I-
get 20% off your order plus free shipping.
Absolutely. 100%. How about MMA? I'm not really
I love
a big
MMA.
MMA type of guy.
It
I don't
is.
know.
This is
I've
about
been
it.
waiting to plug that for a while.
Now, here comes the best broadcasting jinx. Florida, 25 straight wins when leading after 2
Oh
games.
no! Come on, no!
I
Don't
didn't,
be those
I didn't
people.
put, look, I'm just reading what it says on the screen.
I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying why must they do that every time?
Because
Yeah, Andrew B.
We all know how it's gonna go in the end anyway.
Andrew
So
B signing off.
what's the point?
My phone is dying. No worries, B. Good to see you, man. Thank you as always for being a big supporter of the channel, man. We do appreciate
Yeah,
it. a
no,
lot.
we appreciate you, Andrew B. Much love to you. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway in the third period of Game 7. The Panthers have a 2-1 lead, and they are looking to close the door and win the franchise's first Stanley Cup. Shots are 17-15 in favor of the Panthers, and a broken stick on the ice about 30
It's
seconds
so
in.
frustrating in a game like this. Like I would tear my hair out if I had.
Literally.
Oh, if you're like a fan of either of these teams.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? Like, what if that costs you a goal? It's like the stupidest thing. Like a line change. Like that's like one of the simplest things. Like that's like one of the most basic hockey things. Get your line change
Yeah.
right. And
Why they do that, you may ask, because money. I don't think money is any. Well, actually, money has a lot to do with everything nowadays, so you might be right. You're probably right
That's
about
why-
that, Andrew.
Yeah, that's
I know
why
what that
people like Sam
question-
Reinhart are going to get $13 million a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might. Shesty let down by his teammates again. Perhaps the curses. Shut up, Connor. Nobody asked.
So
I'm very well aware Shesty was let down again. Meanwhile, Ekholm with the puck for Edmonton tried to pass in front and was taken away
Oh boy.
by Carter Verhaeghe.
What do you think's going to happen to the losing team? Do you think they're going to blow it up in the offseason and just do
That
something
was,
else?
that was my big question. I don't necessarily think Edmonton is going to do any like panic moves.
Nah.
I don't think they'll blow it up. If Florida loses, then I think that you might see a little bit of a blow up.
Yeah.
They don't have cap problems.
Meanwhile, Sam Bennett moving in. He shoots high off the glove side of Skinner, and it just went wide.
Don't be surprised if Sam Bennett is on another team this offseason.
Oh, I'm not going to be surprised at all.
be
I
surprised.
don't see him staying in Florida, regardless of what happens.
Their cap situation is not good.
No.
Put it that way. Tarasenko is going to get some money in the offseason.
Oh, yeah. Vladdy's going to get money, no question.
The question is, will he actually stay with that team instead of changing agents again?
Yeah, well.
And then reconsider it.
For like the second time in a row.
Yeah.
Puck lifted out of the zone. Edmonton able to play it. Draisaitl just onside, but taken right back by Montour. Edmonton loses. Expect McDavid also to seek new I don't think McDavid's going anywhere.
Dude, I mean,
maybe Draisaitl, but not
thinking about it. Do the rumors start if it doesn't happen tonight?
Dude,
he needs the rumors are going to start, but I don't think it's going to happen.
He's got to figure it out somewhere. If it's got to be a new team, he needs a cup. Dude, Wayne Gretzky did it. Why not McDavid? You know?
Look, it's the classic thing.
Gretzky didn't win another cup after he left Edmonton.
That's true.
No, but I meant moving teams in search of.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It's the classic saying: if Wayne Gretzky can get traded, then anyone can get traded. I mean, that's legitimately fair. What it is.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that.
I feel like we're all just kind of waiting for the McDavid takeover.
And
he got a penalty.
Oh, and we got a penalty.
Oh,
we got a penalty against Edmonton.
Oh, no. Is this 4? Oh, Luosterainen. He might be screwing blood here.
Are they going to call a double minor here?
I will see. Doesn't look like
if that's the case, then Florida has a golden opportunity to
Evan Bouchard,
away
2-minute
early.
minor.
Is it Bouchard or is it McDavid?
It looked like it
I think it's McDavid.
First.
My play says Bouchard, but it could be.
McDavid's going to the
I don't know.
Yeah, McDavid's going to the bench. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Bouchard. You're right, Lance.
Bouchard in the box.
Ooh.
He might be a little scrape, but I don't think there's any blood. There's only real blood.
I don't think it warrants a double minor.
Well, hello shot right there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, it's not like flowing. It's just like.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
He's bleeding on the nose.
It is.
Yeah, well, they still call 2 minutes for high sticking, so Florida gets their second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. They do have 2 shorthanded goals in this series, but they're desperately looking to get something going on the power play. Ekman Larson beats Burkov, but a save by Skinner, and he hangs on.
They've given up 2 shorthanded goals.
Oh, so I'm giving up 2 shorthanded. I'm sorry,
Neil. Up, yeah. And they are now 1 for 20 on the power play in this final. God. 1 for 20.
That's a fair point, Connor. That's a fair point. I can't be mad at that. They do have 0 consistency. You're right.
This is a huge moment in the game because Florida can get a 2-goal lead here, which neither team has been able to get. And Oilers penalty kill 40 get killed off 47.
Oof.
The last 48, and have also killed in the playoffs 65 of 69. Nice.
Yeah, both teams' penalty kill have been excellent. Reinhardt behind the net. Oilers trying to take it away. Ekholm there along with Cody Ceci. And it's taken away by Edmonton, and they clear it out.
I
4 minutes gone by, third period. Panthers lead 2-1 here in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Florida on the power play with 1:15 left in it. Here comes Carter Verhaeghe. Dumps it in the zone. Verhaeghe plays it, and it's a loose puck in the circle. And here come Edmonton trying to move in shorthanded.
Where? Oh.
And a pass in front for 28. Oh, he just missed that one wide. Oh, they almost gave up another shorthanded goal. Now the Panthers move up. Rodriguez plays it around on the corner for Barkov. Now back for Rodriguez. 45 seconds to go on the Panthers power play. Rodriguez. Now Bennett. He shoots and is deflected up high. Here's Verhaeghe in the corner.
What is with all this passing?
Yeah, too many passes here. Rodriguez moves in and shoots. Saved by Skinner. Goes in the corner. Panthers keep it in. 27 seconds to go. Sam Bennett. Try to feed Verhaeghe. Couldn't handle it. Now Ekblad couldn't handle a shot. Oh, he couldn't get that clean. 15 seconds to go.
Totally
Ekblad, now Verhaeghe. Battling for the puck in the corner. 10 seconds to go on the power play.
Woo.
Oh, a chance in front. Oh, and a save by Skinner. Rebound, and he's got it. 2 glorious chances. Sam Bennett was in front as well, and Skinner stands tall. Great save.
Dude, what does it take for these teams to just shoot the puck?
I don't
I've seen this happen with some teams' power plays. So if you're having a tough time passing otherwise, like you almost like start falling in love. Like, ooh, that was such a nice pass. Oh, look, that guy's open. Let's just pass it around. And they fall in love with being able to.
It's too many. Just shoot it.
And
like, what are we talking about here?
Like, nobody wants to be the greedy one, and it's like be the greedy one. That's
exactly.
You don't like you can get the puck back a lot easier than they can.
You're right.
It's like because I've seen like the Blue Jackets do this.
Yeah,
they finally get a chance to connect some passes, and they do.
Forcing a shot off the circle and a save by Stuart Skinner. Sorry, Lance. Barkov in the corner. Nugent Hopkins battling for the puck along with Ekholm, and Edmonton able to get it out of the zone.
Still no power play.
48 of the last 9 penalties have been killed off by the Oilers.
Wow. That's crazy.
If the Panthers win, will they have like the worst power play percentage in Stanley Cup Finals history for a team that won the cup?
I think you might be right on that.
I would love to look up that stat.
I don't even know. That would take. I feel like that would take so long to figure out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a stat that's like you could just look up and be like, oh yeah, there you go.
I love like the little things like during playoffs, like you just like not getting out of each other's way, just like push them, like, oh, I'm just gonna like nudge you like towards the bench a little bit. Yeah. Just little shiesty things. I love it.
Connor McDavid, by the way, has 34 assists this postseason. That is the NHL record. Obviously breaking Wayne Gretzky's record.
Did you guys see that thing like after they won the conference finals, he like bought beer from like some dudes?
I did see that. Fans want a penalty right there. They're not going to get it. Sam Bennett tried to pass in front, and it's taken right back by the Oilers. Draisaitl moving in. He gets knocked down. Clean hit right there. Tkachuk tried to play it, and it's back in the Edmonton zone for Ekholm. Teams making line changes. 13:30 to go in the third period of Game 7. If Florida wins, they will be the Stanley Cup champions for the first time. McDavid tried to move it in, and it's out to center.
Neither team has gotten to 20 shots on goal yet.
That's very surprising.
Yeah.
This is a really good defensive game.
Yeah. Florida needed to play better defensively, and they're showing it tonight.
Yeah, giving up 8 goals in a game is not ideal.
Yeah, well, there was that too.
I think what do you think after the fourth one they just started giving up?
Shot from the blue line by Fogle and a save by Bobrovsky, and he hangs on. 12:52 to go in the third. 2-1 Panthers.
So let me ask you guys this.
Yeah.
Is Carter Verhaeghe right now the front runner for the Panthers to win the Conn Smythe? Legitimately.
I know I said Bobrovsky, but at this point, I would have to say yes.
Lance, what do you think?
So I don't know. I'd have to look at what Reinhart did.
Maybe Reinhart.
I mean, he just did so well this in the regular season. He had 94 points this in the regular season.
Yeah.
You know, the next closest to him was Tkachuk with 88. Like that's
right.
If we're looking a lot at that, I mean, Reinhart's just such a G. I don't know. Like, I can see Verhaeghe. I mean, like if I could, let me see if I can find the postseason stats at all.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like Verhaeghe stepped up in this game, like big time.
No, he has.
I'm just saying, I don't know if Bobrovsky's like the clear cut, especially after the last couple of games. I mean, tonight he certainly played well. So.
No. Tonight he has played well. You're absolutely right. If you're just joining us, my name is Jimmy. I'm the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on THPN, alongside Neil Piano of Devil's State of Mind and Lance, aka Hefty Duck from the Brew Jackets. Welcome to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final on our THPN watch party. Oilers and Panthers. Panthers have a 2-1 lead with about 13 minutes remaining in the third, and if the Panthers hang on and win, they will win the Stanley Cup for the first time ever.
This is a Metropolitan Division live watch along, by the way.
Yes. Ironically.
This is where we're at tonight.
Not including anything tonight, Barkov has 22 points in the playoffs, so is Kachuk. Verhaeghe has 19 points. So
yeah,
he's right there in the conversation. I mean, would Bobrovsky deserve it? Maybe.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Playoff Bob is another animal.
Again, I know I said Bobrovsky, but it's tough with the way he's looked the last few games. He has a save percentage of under 800.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah,
it's looking like Jack Campbell right now.
I'm not going to go that far, but I think last I checked, the last few games, his save percentage were like a 765 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, after the first 3 games, you could easily say, Bobrovsky is going to win Conn Smythe. That's just what it is. But after these last 3 games, it's very unsure. And look, if the Panthers hold on here and maybe they win 2-1, you could make an argument. You could say, Bobrovsky had a really good game when he needed to, and that's an important thing. But make no mistake about it, I definitely think that we could have, for just the second time in NHL history, especially if the Oilers lose, where a player on the losing team ends up winning the Conn Smythe. Because I think McDavid, regardless of the situation, I think, in my opinion, certainly deserves it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
That puck goes into the Florida bench with 12:07 to go in the third period.
Do people still collect trading cards?
Like NFTs? I do. Like hockey cards?
Yeah, like hockey cards, yeah.
I have a shit ton, dude.
I don't.
So at the opening games of the first game of the year for the Blue Jackets, my co-host, he does this march with his this group. It's kind of cool, Blue Jackets march, and I pass out hockey cards, nice. Random ones I grab out of the pack. If someone has a favorite player, I usually try to get it to him or something like that. And that was cool. That was a big hit this last year, and it's just something cool because you can just I usually bring like 500 with me or so.
Wow.
I keep the nice ones. I'm not giving away my shiny Captain Boone Jenner ones. You know what I'm saying?
The Boone Jenner.
That's more sentimental. It's like it's worth more. It's just sentimental.
Devil's killer Boone Jenner, who only scores when he plays the Devils.
Oh my god!
Right. Scores like 30 goals. Boone Jenner played the Devils every game for 82 games straight. He'd have 50.
Can you imagine?
50 goals, I swear.
Here's one for you. I got a gold script, Luke Hughes.
Oh, nice.
In the jersey.
Cool. Very cool.
Dang, man. Okay.
Yeah, see, trading cards are still very valuable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back into it personally.
I got back into it just a few years ago, and it's addicting. It's really addicting. Here I got Connor McDavid.
Ekblad, the one-timer there. Sorry about that.
Nice. You're good.
Excuse me. That one-time shot is a save by Bobrovsky. Rebound chance blocked in front. Panthers take it back.
Trying to see what a Neil Yakupov card would be worth now on eBay.
Neil Yakupov? Oh my goodness.
Yes. If it's
talk about a bust.
If it's worth more than he's still playing hockey.
I think overseas, yeah.
He's in the KHL. He's been in the KHL for years.
Yeah.
I think he actually won a championship or two.
This one's real cool.
Hey, good for him.
Hey, there you go. It's
Nico Hischier
with NJ Devil himself.
Yeah, with
nice. That is very cool.
That's the
Dan saying would love to see McDavid tie it here, mostly because I bet him anytime. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I hope you bet on DraftKings, my friend, because if you did, you get 150 instantly in bonus bets. Just saying.
You do. It's best offer out there.
You guys got me. these in my hand. I got a Panarin one right here. It's an
That's the
MVP.
Panarin one. Nice. The
Oh,
bubble.
shit. The bread, man.
Shiny.
Yo,
I love like
soon to probably be traded. And Artemi Panarin.
dude.
Let's be honest. Somebody's getting dealt.
I'm working on an article talking about the trade about him and PLD and how it blew up afterwards. Here I have a Claude Lemieux and the old school red and green.
Oh, nice. Old school.
This is like not. Yeah. It's not like
I think the Devils are one of the few teams that like Claude Lemieux is not hated by.
Yeah.
Like Devils fans love Claude. Won 2 cups with him.
He didn't win 3? He wasn't on the 95?
He was on only the 95 and 2000 teams. He wasn't on the 03 team.
I was thinking of he wasn't on the 03 team. Okay.
Yeah, no. The guys that won 3 cups with the Devils are Scott Stevens, Scott Niedermayer, Marty Brodeur, and Sergei Brylin.
Okay. Thank you.
All of them but one have their number retired. Which is kind of ridiculous at this point. But
yeah. I agree.
On the baseball cards too.
Nice.
I inherited a bunch from my grandpa that like they like a bunch. Like
we have reached 10 minutes to go in the third period.
Pull the goalie.
Last 10 minutes of the year. Pull the goalie. Let's go.
Pull the goalie right now. Go for it.
It is crunch time for the Oilers.
Patrick Waugh would be proud if you pulled the goalie right now.
Oh, my God.
You're so good, you don't need a goalie for the next 9.5 minutes. Screw that.
Yeah, what's the worst? You give up one, you have to put him back in?
Oh.
Imagine, though. Imagine somebody just did it.
I feel like Edmonton hasn't been as aggressive offensively since the first period.
No, they haven't.
I feel like they haven't been able to generate as much.
They haven't. You're right.
Letting them.
Yeah, I think Florida's doing a good job of just not allowing Edmonton to really get. And we have to remember, like the only mistake they've made tonight was they pinched a little too much. And they let Matthias Janmark on a breakaway.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Meanwhile, an icing here against the Panthers with 9:13 to go.
See, this stat just proves that
Whoa.
the better.
Okay.
All-time records win lead series 3-0. NHL 206-4. NBA is 157-0. And the MLB something in 1. Okay, this also proves that the NBA is still boring.
Literally.
Comebacks don't happen.
Yeah.
Bouchard
they can't run into each other really hard.
Right. And if they do, it's a flagrant foul.
Ekholm, back for Bouchard. Draisaitl, now Ekholm. Looks for a lane. Shot blocked in front.
Whoop.
Panthers move on up. Oh, good move right there. And he couldn't get a shot. Good play by the Edmonton defense.
Oilers need a power play. And then they need to capitalize on said power play.
Edmonton moves the puck.
I'm calling it, boys.
On the ice.
I'm calling it Dylan Holloway goal tonight. Dylan Holloway.
Oh, boy. That'll be something.
What if we get something crazy like a nurse goal or something? Are they even going to put him in the rest of the game, you think?
I feel like I've barely seen him on the ice.
I've only saw him like once earlier, but he's fine. He actually has a time on ice of 13:45. It's not
all right. So he's had a decent amount. Yeah. If the Oilers don't win the cup, I expect Darnell Nurse to be moved.
Yeah, he'll be moved, no question. He'll be moved.
Yeah.
8 minutes to go in the third. 2-1 Panthers.
Oh, I'm
That's
wrong.
on goal, stopped by Bobrovsky, and he hangs on. That would have been dangerous.
So why are they showing this stat right now? Conn Smythe winners on losing team. Why are they showing it now? It's still 7:51 to go in this game.
Oh my God!
Are they accepting the fact that it's not happening?
Only to win the Conn Smythe in a losing effort was Jean-Sebastian Gilguer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was garbage. No, that was a garbage year. Okay. I stand on my ground. Marty Brodeur had 3 shutouts in the finals alone.
He should have won Conn Smythe that year. I'm sorry.
God forbid they give the Devils any recognition for anything.
It would be nice to see Florida winning so they can get one of their noisy neighbors in Tampa Bay.
What?
I'm here for the Tampa Bay hate.
I respect that, Connor. Connor McDavid, by the way, no points in his last 2 games. He has 42 this postseason, which is 4th all time.
Do you know that he went 5 periods in a row without a shot on goal?
Yes, I did know that.
David is slowly choking in the most important game.
Which is not good at all.
Why you can't call him the great one?
Mm-hmm.
Why someone else?
You can't call him the special one either.
Oh, and by the way, he has over 20 minutes of ice time.
He is not the special one.
You can just call him like that guy. That's pretty good.
The mid one.
The mid one. Oh no!
I
Really?
think my favorite was Jurgen Klopp saying, "I am the normal one." That was a legendary
Won
quote.
by the Oilers. Here's Bouchard. Now Draisaitl. Excuse me, that's McDavid. Retire momentarily, and it's poked away out to center ice. Bouchard's got to go back for it.
See, now you guys are seeing McDavid's trying to do it on his own. Now he's overdoing it to himself.
Trying to pass for Draisaitl. Draisaitl has it. He moves in. A shot saved. Bobrovsky rebound goes off the side of the net. McDavid gets it back for Bouchard. That shot saved by Bobrovsky. Draisaitl in the corner. It's back for Ekholm. He moves up. One timer by Bouchard. Saved by Bobrovsky.
What a save. Oh, there's a Florida player down.
Oh, shot save. Rebound. Oh, a save by Bobrovsky. Absolute robbery. I don't believe it. 7 minutes to go in the third. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how that didn't end up in the net. I can't believe I got to see that on the replay. The Oilers with arguably their best chance in a long time there. Bouchard with a shot that Bobrovsky stopped easily. And then moments after that, you see McDavid trying to lift the puck. Great pad save there. Backhand try by Hyman, and somehow Bobrovsky robs him there of what would have been the tying goal.
Hyman got robbed. Oh my God.
Bobrovsky's an octopus. I don't know. There's no way to explain it. He's a lizard man or something. He's not human.
Great possession there by Edmonton. How the puck not go in. Absolutely insane save. Yes. Insane indeed.
Wow. There was 4 shots on him on the play-by-play. Evan Bouchard, slap shot. Evan Bouchard, slap shot. Connor McDavid, tip-in shot saved. Zach Hyman, all 4 saved by Bobrovsky.
Oh, I was wondering where this guy was. What's
RJ is here.
Long time no see.
RJ
aficionado has entered the chat. How you doing?
What up, RJ? Good to see you, man. I wonder, RJ can't give us really any updates about anything right now. There's nothing else going on. I mean, RJ, I need
Memorial?
The Olmark trade, but that's about it.
No, wait. RJ's got to give us the baseball scores. You know what's going on in baseball right now.
Yeah, hockey's over. Give us baseball scores. We don't care.
If the Orioles lose.
Yes, go. They did. They lost 3-2.
Let's go.
They're going to lose tomorrow and the next day, too.
Did they actually win or lose? Hang on.
No, they actually lost. Guardians beat them 3-2. That's why I know.
The Orioles are garbage.
The Orioles actually did lose.
Let's go. 4 in a row. They've lost 4 in a row. Guardians are right now.
Guardians are 50-46.
Oh, wait,
Guardians are absolutely killing it.
Oh, by the way, the Subway Series begins tomorrow. Yankees and Mets.
Wait, Lance will appreciate this.
Oh, dude, sick.
What?
Yeah, last summer, my brother and I went to Cleveland. We checked out the Football Hall of Fame in Canton.
Stanley.
And we actually went to a Guardians game.
Canton's like really close to where I live.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. I've never been to that.
Dude, that ballpark is really nice. Personally,
it's so relaxing to me.
They gotta pull Skinner at some point. At home,
there's 6:50 left, Jimmy. I don't think they're pulling him anytime soon.
Within the next 5 minutes, I agree. RJ's actually typing out the baseball.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, baby.
We need the scores. RJ's my man. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Guardians 3-2 over the Orioles.
The Sergei Bobrovsky. Yeah, that's fair.
Phillies blew out the Tigers.
Bobrovsky anyway. Interesting. I don't know, Connor. By the way, Florida has no shot attempts in the last 14 minutes.
That's crazy.
And yet they're still up 2-1 with 6:40 remaining in the third of Game 7.
Lost to the Rays.
Rodriguez behind the net in his own zone.
Jimmy, I'm just going to keep sharing the baseball scores.
That's kind of a fun.
Go ahead.
Sure.
That's on
Rays
top five
4-3 over the Mariners. What else is going on?
David's pissed. Don't blame him.
Red Sox beat the Blue Jays
Good. I
7-6.
hate the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays are trash this year.
Dude,
They're
they're blue.
trash.
They just got swept by the Guardians. Let's go.
Yo, Guardians about to win the AL Central. Watch out for the
Dude,
by default.
yeah,
I know, right?
By default.
Yeah.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I still got the
Just-
stand
just-
for the land flag up there behind me.
Just waiting for that
Reds
first
beat the
series
Pirates
with the Yankees.
11-5. Ouch.
Ooh.
Oh, just offsides.
Ooh.
Since he's been
That
doing
was close.
well.
But it is offside. Rodriguez trying to go forward for the Panthers. Battle that by a couple of Oilers.
Panthers need to get a goal here soon, not an empty netter. They need to get a legit
Yeah.
goal here, because if they can get a 2-goal lead at this point, I think they put it away. They got
Absolutely.
it. What is going on?
Rodriguez is being pushed down while the puck is being jammed in the court. What are we doing?
They called it.
The NHL, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
jeez. You're going to
The
let the
greatest
guy
league
get up
on the
the point?
earth.
Oh God, they're still hyping up McDavid. The man hasn't done anything.
He has
Stop it.
no points the last 2 games. Stop
What
it.
do they expect to happen?
Come on.
Guys, this isn't Caitlin Clark. At least she's doing something. She's being
Unbelievable.
productive.
Oh, that
I
guy
mean,
wearing sunglasses
wrong,
inside.
still.
Yo, where's the Florida kid? The kid who was like shirtless in games 1 and 2. Where's that kid? See that this game?
You know, in Florida, if you're shirtless, a lot of places they don't care near as much as other places.
I feel like
It's
if you
so
go to a
hot.
restaurant in like Miami without a shirt on, they'd be like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah, as long as you're not like super gross, just like
You know
sweating
that
on
old saying
everyone's
is like
food or
no
something
shirt, no
crazy.
shoes, no service. I feel like in Florida it's no shirt, no shoes, service.
Whatever.
But
Whatever.
Whole Milk said Caitlin Clark won me some money last night.
I
Hey,
love
that's
this channel name.
nice.
No, wait a minute. Bring that channel name back up. Look at this.
But Whole
What
Milk.
whole milk.
From the
I'm more of an oat milk. Okay, I'm more of an oat milk guy myself.
Okay.
I do
I have a
apologize.
dairy
But
allergy.
by the way, Neil,
Lance
I'm
has a
fine.
dairy allergy.
I
No,
tried.
so
You know this place, Neil. Carvel has their new Oatly ice cream, the dairy-free ice cream.
Nice.
I tried the chocolate peanut butter shake, dude.
Nice.
That is severely underrated. That is so
Got
good.
Oatly now, Carvel. Oatly? Yeah, Oatly. It's good stuff.
They're
And,
showing
and
us a bunch
anybody,
of fight
anybody who's
videos.
dairy-free and can drink dairy-free milkshakes, get that one if you live near a Carvel.
Dude, Scott Van Pelt is ready to talk about hockey.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
He is ready in DC.
MVP baby.
Sick. Well,
They
it's
got
a
Ryan
good
Callahan in studio too, which is really nice.
JJ Redick.
Oh yeah, JJ Redick's the Laker coach now. I still can't believe they actually
The
did it.
NBA is a joke.
Yeah,
The NBA is actually a joke.
yeah.
People actually watch that stuff.
Who
It's like a
knows?
soap opera sometimes, I swear.
I'd rather watch that, and I hate soap operas.
Yeah, what's that one? All My Children or something?
All my children.
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless. Oh, love it.
Meanwhile,
My
Tarasenko
wife-
just got saved by
My
Skinner.
wife and what's that show? My wife and 4 kids. My wife and
That's,
kids.
that's just like a sitcom, right? That's just like a normal, like a-
Yeah.
right?
No, actually, you know what the NBA is? It's basically just the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
It's like your
Yeah.
cabbage.
Oh my
Don't they like
gosh.
have music playing like while play is going on?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like what I do like when I'm playing.
Over 2.5 threes, and Angel Reese over 14.5. Shuck out 2, an easy plus 140. Nice. Congrats on the
Ladies-
win.
Hopefully you used DraftKings and used our promo code THPN. Bet $5, get $150 instantly in risk-free bets. Make sure you
Today
have
Boston Bruins signed Brandon Bussey to 1-year contract, $775,000.
Pussy.
Devil signed Nick DeSimone to a 1-year contract.
How do I
Yeah,
say that name any other way?
Yo,
Look
dude.
at RJ in the comments.
RJ,
He
what's
said
RJ
New York
doing?
Devils signed Nick DeSimone.
Yeah, Nick DeSimone signed to a 1-year deal. It's a good pickup for the Devils. And then Brandon Big Bussy got a 1-year contract, $775,000.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
mean, come on, man. What do you think they say in the locker room?
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Come on, man. Like, come on.
Well, I'm not saying this next name. We're just gonna call him Samuel. 1-year contract for the LA Kings, $775,000.
No way.
No, hang on. He knew the assignment. He knew the assignment. Way to go, man.
Nice. So I'm going to say his name is Samuel. Yeah, Fajimo.
Or Fagemo.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
I mean, you could call it something else, but I wouldn't. Personally.
Yeah, no, dude, we're on air.
And by the way, again, be like this guy. Go. Use DraftKings and use code THPN. You
back
won't
in
regret it,
February.
I promise.
Hell yeah.
Make sure to also use it back in February. That was important.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached 5 minutes remaining in Game 7. Florida leads 2-1. Edmonton desperate to get that game-tying goal.
Overtime.
Ekholm. Taken away by Barkov.
I kind of want overtime.
Dude, these guys look tired. These guys look so tired.
Yeah.
They're ready. They're ready for the season
in
to
the
end.
corner. Reinhardt taken away. Reinhardt shot by Barkov and a save by Skinner, and he hangs on.
Sick, dude.
Good pass from Reinhardt, and Stuart Skinner with a good save on Barkov, and Ekholm complaining to the ref about something. Looked like he wanted a penalty.
Do you think Jonathan Huberdeau is watching this right now?
He probably is.
Dude, I don't think anyone who's not in it watches it.
Dude, Jonathan Huberdeau is just the DeMar DeRozan of the NHL. Man gets traded after being there for so long, and now they're about to. They could potentially win a championship without him.
Yeah,
that's really rough. That's not fair.
That is rough, literally. Rodriguez battled in the corner. 4:30 to go in the third.
Like, imagine Anaheim
battle that taken away by Tkachuk. Sam Bennett going around, taken back by the Oilers. They move on up. We'll keep an eye on Skinner to see when the Oilers pull him for the extra attacker. Nugent Hopkins. Now Darnell Nurse shoots and a save by Bobrovsky.
Oh, there's Nurse.
Darnell Nurse back in his own end.
His sister, Kia Nurse, a very talented player in the WNBA.
Yes.
Just thought I'd
mention in the corner in the Panthers zone.
What about Sarah Nurse?
Has it on the blue line. He moves in, looks for a lane.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Bobrovsky, rebound, save. Loose puck. Bouchard, save Bobrovsky. Rebound blocked. Bouchard gets it again. Puck loose. Oilers keep it in the zone. Nurse has it back.
Oh, nice. Oh, what a poke check.
Trying to move on up. It's taken away and cleared.
Dude, they need to clone Bobrovsky. I don't understand.
Panthers, 3:30 to go in the third.
This playoff year, these last 2 years, makes up for the $10 million per year they're paying him.
Yes.
Just makes.
I'd love for Edmonton to give Florida a taste of their own medicine and score.
Oh, bro.
Oh, my God.
I'd love with 0.1 second left. They tie
literally. Pull an LA Kings and do that buzzer beater.
Dude, if you're sitting down at this game right now, you stand up.
You're out of your mind.
Everyone just stand up. I remember watching, and Lance will appreciate it. I remember watching the Blue Jackets against, I think it was the Penguins in the playoffs years ago. Everybody stood up, I think, the entire game.
No, nobody was sitting.
Every time the Blue Jackets are in the playoffs, that place is absolutely insane for every game.
I believe it.
And I actually just took my first trip to Columbus back in January, and I just
that was cool,
accidentally run into Lance.
Yeah, right?
We didn't even plan it. We just ran into each other.
I happened to not be in the press box for that one, too. That was sick. I'm usually kind of up heading away.
Blocked in front. Edmonton trying to keep it in. Whoa. Here's home. Pass in front, and a shot from a bad angle saved by Bobrovsky. Bouchard trying to keep it, and here comes Verhaeghe with the puck. Verhaeghe still with it. Good pressure by Bouchard. He's able to take it away. 3 minutes to go in Game 7. Panthers lead 2-1.
Why are people sitting?
Draisaitl moves up. Now McDavid. McDavid finds Draisaitl behind the net. Draisaitl pressured by Florida defender. Bouchard has it. And a deflection in front just missed up high. Oh, Bouchard took the chance And McDavid just misses, and he's behind the net now. Good pressure by Ekblad. 2:30 to go in the third.
Oh my God.
Bouchard moves in, shoots. That's blocked on the skate of Barkov. Keep an eye on Stuart Skinner for you. Bouchard gets it along for Draisaitl. Now McDavid. McDavid pass in front. Save by Bobrovsky. Rebound is loose. And Bobrovsky makes another save. And a third save he makes. Panthers take it and clear. 10 to go.
No icing. No icing.
No icing here.
2 minutes.
Bouchard has it behind the net. Sam Bennett forechecking. 2 minutes to go. Oilers move up again. Warren Foegele plays it around. 1:50 to go. Matthew Tkachuk takes it, clears it down. Skinner has still not been pulled yet. We'll keep an eye on him.
Out.
Pull him out. Let's go. What are you doing? Foegele! Wait a minute.
Up. Oh, pass in front, and it's offside. Oh, my. What the heck was Foegele doing there?
Foegele being a third-line center.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. 1:35 to go.
Dude, what is going... Okay, you guys are going to hate me for asking this question, but what happened to Evander Kane?
I haven't seen him once. He's been a literal no-show.
Right? Yo, Bill Zito is freaking out.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't blame him.
Ken Holland looking like 2009 all over again.
You think somebody's going to use their timeout at some point?
They should. I think the Panthers
pull their goalie.
Oh, the Panthers did use a timeout?
Maybe? I don't know. It's tough to tell. I have the game on mute, so I can't tell anything.
That's
yeah,
right.
Same. I do too. That's why I had the play-by-play up.
It's all good. And there she is, being polished up nicely.
Dude, how much does this guy get paid? He's been doing it for like 30 years. How much does this guy get paid?
I have no idea. And a timeout has been called. And a timeout called by the Oilers.
Boys, I think we have to start reminiscing because right now we have about 95 seconds left of hockey this season.
All right. So first thing, Oilers girl. I mean, they should have won. They should have won.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Second thing.
That's why they lost.
Have you guys seen? Yes, that's probably why they lost. Second thing.
Dude, don't mention
the crazy finals. Absolutely insane finals. Like, what is even going on here?
This might be the best finals of all time.
How'd they get here?
This has been very
Game 7 is just such a rarity, right? Like,
yeah.
You guys hear about how the guy got that job for the Stanley Cup? No, I actually haven't heard how he got the job.
I'd like to hear it. I think the only series, in my opinion, that reaches this same level in like recent time was the 2009 finals between Pittsburgh and Detroit.
All right, here we go. 1:30 remaining.
Pull the goalie, for goodness sake.
Panthers.
I know.
Delayed offside. Panthers can take it. And here they come.
Are you
Reinhart
kidding me?
moves in with Barkov. Has that poked away.
All right, go. All right, Skinner's going.
Home. And Skinner is going. Oilers' net is empty. Extra skater on.
There you go.
And it's taken away. And it's toward the empty net. It's blocked. 1 minute to go in the third. Everybody on their feet in Sunrise, Florida. Edmonton tries to move it up. McDavid has that taken away, and it's cleared away. 50 seconds to go. Bouchard behind the net.
How is that not icing?
It should have been icing, but it's not called. 40 seconds to go.
40 seconds.
Ekblad behind the net.
Oh.
Oilers trying to get set up, but it's taken away by the Panthers. Rodriguez trying to get Bouchard there. Rodriguez takes it. Oh, and a wraparound try. No good. Rodriguez still takes it. That shot blocked. Tkachuk went for the empty net. It was blocked in front, and this time it's cleared down, and this one is no icing still.
What are you doing?
20 seconds to go. Oilers have to hurry up.
What was that?
Damn, they're so close.
Dumped in the zone.
10 seconds.
Rodriguez in the corner. Now Mikkola. 10 seconds to go. Draisaitl battling for the
5
puck.
seconds.
It's a battle for the puck in the Florida zone. 5
That's it.
seconds ticking off.
That's it.
Still the battle for the puck. And this one is over. The team of destiny has done it. The Florida Panthers, for the first time in their history, are Stanley Cup champions.
That seems
There's not
like
even ice in Florida. It's so hot.
okay. That seems like such a Canadian Edmonton Oilers thing to do, to come back from down 3-0 and still not win it all.
All I gotta say is, ouch. From an Edmonton perspective, ouch.
No, bro, no, ouch. McDavid and Draisaitl did nothing.
Should have won that.
Through the last 2 games. Draisaitl was a no-show this entire final.
Yeah.
So what did this prove? Once again, that when McDavid and Draisaitl are not doing enough, this team does not win. Period.
They both played like 20 minutes or more than.
How it's McDavid, Draisaitl, and everybody else.
That's insane.
Florida's a hockey state, people.
McDavid played 25 minutes.
Absolutely.
Hyman played 25.
And Corey Perry loses another Stanley Cup final. Thank you, Dan, for that.
Dan, Corey Perry. Corey, do us all a favor and retire.
Yeah, dude, you're just bad luck to whatever team you are.
At this point, he's got his ring. He needs to retire. I'm sorry.
You won a cup. He don't need another. It's fine.
But we are going to stick around as we will see who wins the Conn Smythe Trophy.
And the cup.
And honestly, I think it's going to be, I know I said Bobrovsky. I still think it's going to be him or Carter Verhaeghe.
It's McDavid.
Or McDavid.
Tell you right now, it's going to be McDavid. They're going to do it. They're going to do the thing.
Make feel a little bit better.
Honestly, that would not surprise me.
The beautiful handshake line.
The Rats are out on the ice, and the Florida Panthers have done it. Despite being up 3-0, and they let it get to a Game 7, but even still, they were able to close the deal and win their first ever Stanley Cup.
Kachuk needs to go to the locker room. Didn't do anything. Not part of this.
Do you think that they just pass those Rats out to fans just like throw? Or do people actually bring them? I feel like they just like bring like a big bin and like put them in like the middle of the stairs and everyone's like, oh, let's just chuck it. Like that's why not, right?
Yeah.
Just flip them up afterwards. If someone takes one, they take one.
Yeah, Brady Kachuk pretending like he won something. But he didn't win anything.
But boys, with that, unfortunately, that concludes the 23-24 season. Your overall thoughts on this game and thoughts on the Panthers winning their first Stanley Cup? Neil, I'll start with you.
This game was awesome. It lived up to the Game 7 hype. It was back and forth. It was really good goaltending. It was, you got to have it. It comes down to the wire, and it turns out to be a classic in arguably potentially the greatest Stanley Cup finals in our history, with the fact that the Oilers came back from down 3-0 to force a decisive Game 7 when they looked dead in the water. But happy for Florida. I mean, for the NHL, it's great that they can check off another franchise that has won a Stanley Cup. You look at the last 2 years, and you've had 2 brand new Stanley Cup champions with the Golden Knights and now the Florida Panthers. Paul Maurice finally gets his Stanley Cup championship. Bobrovsky, I think, has pretty much cemented himself as a Hall of Famer with winning the Stanley Cup. Barkov, happy for him. Matthew Tkachuk, coming to Florida last year in that big trade, kind of was like one of the missing pieces. Just a great, phenomenal job by the Florida Panthers. Bill Zito coming in and really turning this team to what it is. Roberto Luongo is also now a Stanley Cup champion, in case people didn't know that.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool. Good for him. A lot of good. And from the Edmonton side, a lot of heartbreak. Feel very bad for Connor McDavid, even though he should have stepped up tonight, and I feel like he wasn't there. Leon Draisaitl, same thing. Stuart Skinner, man, you know what? I think he's got a future in this league. I really do. I was very critical of him, especially. So was I think a lot of people were, but he showed a lot. And this Oilers team showed a lot, man. They fought tooth and nail to get here. And they were down 3-0, and they could have easily gotten swept or lost in 5 and been like, whatever. But they showed a lot of heart and grit, and they found a way to win it, to force this Game 7 and put themselves in a position to at least have a chance to win the Cup tonight. And unfortunately, they just didn't have enough. And so it's tough to get to this point in the season, to the last day of the year, and come up empty-handed.
Yeah.
And hopefully for Edmonton, it makes them more resilient, stronger, and they can learn from this and try to build upon it like Florida did. Because a little more than a year ago, the Panthers were in the position that the Oilers are in now. And, a little more than 365 days later, the Panthers are Stanley Cup champions. So congratulations to Florida. Congratulations particularly to Dave Rodriguez of the FLA Cats podcast here on THPN. I'm sure he's at the game. I have no doubts that he's there. Congratulations to him. And again, congratulations to, just the entire Florida Panthers organization, because I think what they did was absolutely phenomenal. It's great. Honestly, it really is. And also, special shout out to the Chaminade College Preparatory School in St. Louis, which is home now to both NBA champion Jason Tatum and now Stanley Cup champion and best friend Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah, there you go.
Moving on that.
There you go. Lance, what'd you think?
Dude, honestly, so this whole time, I was a little conflicted on who I was rooting for. As I mentioned earlier, I'm American. I would like to see the Cup stay in America again. I'm actually surprised at how disappointed I am right now for
disappointed
in Edmonton. I really, dude. I think that they should have had it, in my opinion. I mean, just looking at the.
In Edmonton. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm disappointed in Edmonton. Yes.
Oh, okay. I miswrote that.
Well, I'm so surprised. I just thought after coming back 3 games, I mean, they were on the streak. They had the momentum. Granted, it was in Florida, but that shouldn't have mattered that much. Like they won in Florida before. It's just, it's a little. I don't want to say underwhelming, but I guess I was cheering for them more than I realized. And I don't know. It's crazy to see. It's crazy to see how emotional this game is for these guys too. Really laying it all out there for. I mean, how many games did it take to get here? How many rounds is it? It's probably 14 games ish.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Probably more than that. I don't know. I don't keep track of these things, but yeah, I mean another team has gone down in history. It's their first one for a franchise. So as a new franchise fan myself, as a fan of a newer franchise who has never gotten a Stanley Cup, this also gives me some hope for the future. That yes, that you can do it. You don't have to be Vegas to do this kind of stuff. So, good for Florida. Congrats to all of them.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Playoff Bobrovsky is another beast. I really wish that
yes, he is.
Jackets could have held on to him. To do for however they could have, but they finally did it. And
to quote the great LeBron James, it's about damn time.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. But seriously though, congratulations to the Florida Panthers and their entire organization. Well deserved after the position they were in last year. This year, they rewrite history and get the job done. And now it is about to be presented along with the Conn Smythe Trophy. Now, I am seeing a couple of predictions from you guys in the comments here about who's going to win it. I think Dan said if it's not Bob, I could see it being Connor McDavid, which wouldn't surprise me either. Let's see, who else do we have? Oh, if not Verhaeghe, I can see it. But, Verhaeghe deserves to be consideration, but he says Verhaeghe's going to win it. Connor says Bobrovsky. How could it not be him? I mean, again, given the fact that he played poorly the past few games, I mean, I think he may have lost his chance. But again, if he wins it, I won't be surprised. Let's see. Andrew says, unbelievable finish to end the season. As always, it's been so much fun being with you guys, and see y'all in October. Andrew H., you are the man. We love you, and we appreciate all your support this season. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. What I would give to see my Canucks win their first ever. Soon, my friend. Soon.
Might not be as far away as you think, Connor.
Yeah, I was going to say.
As far away as you think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, I know I like to have my fun with Canucks and all that other stuff, but they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They're going to be competitive for years.
Fanatic sucks, man. Like, these hats that the Panthers get are so unbelievably generic.
I didn't even see
There's
the hats.
nothing exciting about it.
I didn't even see the hats. Oh,
Bro,
oh God.
like
Yeah, never
nothing.
mind. That's
Do they actually have their
Nothing on
logo
it.
on it, or do they say Stanley Cup champion?
It's a
That'd be
Stanley
funny.
Cup champion.
Stanley
And a
Cup
small
champion.
logo. Bro, piss off.
They at least have the.
literally.
Piss all the way off.
You'll see a couple of those like surface somewhere else in the world, like for the Oilers.
Yeah,
You know,
the
'cause
Oilers
they had to make.
off to Africa.
Yep.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
You're right.
All right, so now we're gonna get the
Oh, here we go. Conn Smythe Trophy.
All right.
And the tradition of booing the NHL commissioner
Shut up,
continues.
Gary.
Hell yeah!
Just stop
Love
talking.
to hear it.
Just stop
Like
talking.
when are they going to pry it away from him?
No, never.
Never.
Gotta kill him. Bro,
Let's see.
How old is Gary Bettman?
he's like old. He's like 60-something.
What? That's not even that old. He's 72, so that's pretty old.
He's old as hell.
Yeah, like go enjoy your family, retire.
Bill
Yeah.
Daly is going to be the next commissioner, folks. That's what's
Let's
going
go.
on. Come on.
It's Connor McDavid.
Just get John Bucci.
Is it
Connor
Connor McDavid? Heck yeah. Well, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Like, he's not even there.
again. I'm not surprised.
Well, I love
I'm
how
not
Oilers fans are
surprised.
going nuts because McDavid won it. Are they? They're not even going to
Look,
give it to him. Where are you?
Literally, like,
they're
Is
trying
it-
to cry right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
so I
Come
get
on.
it.
Someone probably told him, like, "Oh, you won Conn Smythe." He probably goes, "You can go shit in your hat for all I care."
Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm not
Literally.
going back out there. I'm not going back out there.
What?
Bring it.
Oh yeah, it's like Luka Modric winning Man of the Match after drawing to Italy today.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. We stink.
So
Like,
Connor
really
McDavid
fun.
is your Conn Smythe Trophy winner in a losing effort, the first one since 2003.
Stop.
Just saying.
Just stop. And I'm telling you to just stop. Stupid final.
Connor says, can
I
I
also
also
point
point out to Canucks?
Oh my
all
god.
Oh.
I actually am done. Like the dude with arguably at one time the worst contract in the NHL.
Yep.
Somehow, not only did he get paid, he wins a cup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that. It's like that. It's like that meme from Breaking Bad. They can't keep getting away with it. Can't keep getting away with it.
Thinking that, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Why is the presentation of the cup also like boring nowadays? Like, what am I missing here?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It stinks.
You know, if you Google Stanley Cup champion right now, it's more exciting than this. It's actually pretty cool. If you're on a computer, do it, and it comes up with like fireworks and like this little symbol that comes up, like the Panthers
like on
logo
Google?
comes up. Yeah. It's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna
It's like
try that.
let's look up
Can I
Stanley
share
Cup
my
champion.
screen while I do this?
We're still
Do it.
paying him for
No,
another
I'm gonna
few
share my-
seasons.
all right,
Careful if you have autofill on.
Oh my god.
All right, ignore this. Ignore this. I
Let's
was
see.
cheating. I know. I just wanted to.
Tatum and Kachuk attended
Chaminade College Preparatory School in St.
Thank you.
Louis.
Kachuk left after ninth grade to play for USA Hockey National Team Development Program. He played one season of major junior hockey with the London Knights in 15-16. Okay.
So, Lance, do I just type in Stanley Cup champions?
Yeah, and then
All right, so here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
It did the thing.
they were
Are you
quick on it, too.
serious?
They were really quick on it.
Wow.
What if I refresh? We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Yay!
There's
There we
the
go.
fireworks. That's so cool, actually.
I know
that
that's cool.
actually is pretty solid.
That's when the sports nerds at Google can start having their fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
709 says that was the most boring.
Boring?
Game. I disagree with that.
What the hell were
Oh,
you
no, dude.
watching then? Come on, man.
That's a
I
lie.
can't believe he won that. Not that he didn't deserve it. It's just so weird to see somebody.
RJ, are there any other baseball scores that I can share before this one's
Let's see
over?
if anyone dents the cup this year.
Oh God. Can we
No.
not?
You know who dents the cup and now is on the Devils? Curtis McDermott,
Oh yeah.
Stanley Cup champion.
Alexander Barkov, come get the Stanley Cup.
All right, touch the thing. You can touch it. It's okay. No one will think less of you. Well, enough with this
Just touch that
firework.
trophy.
I really hate this presentation. This
Why?
is so mid. It's so mid.
Gary Bettman's like, my one shining moment. Like, I hate.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, ESPN, you blew it. No, you actually blew it. You didn't keep. Okay, never mind. All right, so let's see who Barkov gives the cup to first.
Oh.
If it's not
My guess.
He's trying to take it from
Sergei
Bettman right
Bobrovsky.
now. Oh my god. I'm a little bit behind you.
Yeah, either Bob or Kachuk would be my
Oh,
guess.
this is the
Bob.
shirtless
It should be
kid.
Bob.
Let's go.
Shirtless kid.
Shirtless
Hell
kid.
yeah.
Who you giving it to? Who is it? Where is he? Is it Sam Bennett?
Dude, I wonder how heavy that.
Yeah, he
thing
gave it to
is.
Bob. Let's go.
It's Bob. Hell yeah.
Bob could
It's
retire.
34
Yeah,
pounds. That's not that heavy.
he can retire right now.
You know, Hall of Famer.
He finally has a cup.
And he's probably going to win the Vezina.
Yeah. He'll definitely win the Vezina.
Dude,
The NHL awards are Thursday, so
Bob is
He gets
looking
to go
at
to
like,
Vegas.
me.
He gets to go to Vegas right after this.
oh god.
Imagine, think about this. You're Bill Zito.
Yeah.
You just won the cup. You literally have like 24 hours before you have to already start doing work on next season.
Yes.
My man does not get any time to think about this.
No,
He
he
probably
doesn't.
already had to work on it. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's so crazy to have to like think about doing double duty. And these guys
No,
don't have
you're right.
long. Like all the other guys have been on vacations. They're probably getting ready to come back after the draft and everything.
Oh, and
sometime soon to start-
Colapozo finally has a cup.
And Oliver
Forgot to
Ekman
mention him,
Larson is
too.
Stanley Cup champion. This is Jack Johnson level of hilariousness.
Yeah.
We will always believe. Okay. You know, how many of you were there in 96? My question to you. Dmitry Kulikov, former Devil. Now
Oh,
Stanley
yeah.
Cup champion. Former Minnesota Wild. Nice. I mean, I don't know. Is that it? Is that it, boys? Are we
19 hits from Edmonton. That's not good enough for Stanley.
Yeah, I gotta go grab a snack. I don't want to eat on the stream, so I can head
Yeah.
out here soon.
Yeah, I think we got
Jimmy,
it, boys.
we need to see a cup in our lifetime. At
Yeah,
the rate
Aaron
I
Ekblad
don't think we'll see one
started this
anytime
whole
soon.
rebuild. Finally wins a cup. It's all worth it. He's not a bust anymore.
Wait, who?
Aaron Ekblad. finally
Oh
wins a
yeah.
cup. Not a bust.
Yeah.
Well, he's still a bust.
Well,
Wow.
at least he can say he's a champion.
Whoa.
Hello.
He almost fell.
Jeez, man, be careful.
Oh, dang. We almost got it.
We don't need any
Guys
more
gotta be
dents.
tired.
But, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for the 2023-2024 NHL season, and that will wrap it up for us for at least games on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. But we are not going anywhere. We still got a bunch of stuff lined up for the offseason. We got the NHL draft coming up. We got free agency. We got some trades to go over. We got a bunch of things going on this summer. So you must subscribe if you are not already. Subscribe, leave a like, follow us on all social media at hockeypodnet. The social medias are down below. And also follow our shows. Follow From the Blue Seats at Blue Seats 94 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Devil's State of Mind on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And follow the Brew Jackets podcast as well on all social media. Please, you will not regret this decision. And maybe, just maybe, if you follow my show, you might get a chance to get this cool custom shirt that was presented to me by Rush Order Tees. Shout out to them again for
I have one for
design.
free.
They were awesome. What's that?
Yeah,
I
where's the
have one
merch,
for
bro?
free. I don't feel like spending money.
Oh my god, you're unbelievable. But
But
hey,
also,
listen,
did
they win the cup?
Then it doesn't matter. Sorry, just gotta call it like, hey, look, Shesterkin said it himself. I'm just saying.
I mean, no, he did. You're right.
It doesn't matter.
But anyway, we just want to take a moment to thank all of you watching out there. In all seriousness, we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the support of all of you, our loyal fans. You know, me being my first year on this network, this is as close to a childhood dream as I'm going to get personally. So this was like a dream come true for me. And I just want to thank you guys out there for watching. I want to thank Kyle and Dylan for taking me on and for allowing me to showcase what I can do. Neil, I know that we have been good friends for a long time. You know, you took me under your wing, and I really can't thank you enough for showing me the ropes. And Lance, we've done a few live streams together. I can't thank you enough for your support. Just, I'm thankful for everybody here at the network. And, you know, I can't wait to keep doing this for hopefully many, many more years. So I just want to express my gratitude. Thank you guys so much for everything this year. I already cannot wait for next season. But boys, any final thoughts before we officially sign off for the season? Neil, I will start with you.
Is it October yet? Well, I got it.
I love it.
Devils Stanley Cup champions 2025. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. Going to piss off the entire NHL. Can't wait.
Unbelievable.
Nick Cousins wins another cup. I hate myself.
Well, I'll go to somebody who may want to actually answer my question. Lance, any last words?
Question.
You're
I'm
going
kidding,
the wrong
Neil,
guy
kidding.
here. Oh no, because I'm just going to.
I'm kidding, Neil. I'm kidding. Lance, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, honestly, it's been a crazy year, dude. I'm just glad that. I'm just glad I don't have to like think about like Babcock ever again after this. And
Don't say never.
yeah, I swear, I know, right? Because like honestly, like they're still, yeah, whatever. The whole point. What a crazy year. I'm glad it's behind me.
It's like, I am inevitable.
I think honestly, like my hope for next year is like less even than just like I hope that we do well. It's just like I hope it's different. I just hope it's different. I don't care how it's different.
No,
It's
you're
different.
right.
So, but like you know, congrats to the Panthers. Crazy. You know, these teams that like are in like these states that don't even have like a winter. It's cool. I get it. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just saying. You know, it's weird, but
Unreal,
cool.
man.
It's cool. Anyway, that's all from me, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all, Kyle and Dylan out there, for having me as well too. And here's to next season.
Absolutely. I already can't wait. I don't have a drink, but cheers to many more years ahead, fellas. That is going to wrap it up for us for the season. But again, stay tuned for the summer because we got a lot going on. But again, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of any and all new episodes and live streams that take place. And please, again, follow us on all social media at hockeypodnet. And once again, we are sponsored by DraftKings. Bet $5, get $150 instantly in bonus bets with code THPN only at DraftKings. And we are sponsored by Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code THPN at manscaped.com. Oh, and one more.
Summer.
Yeah,
It is a
exactly.
smooth sack summer, boys. And you know what? The Florida Panthers are going to have one heck of a smooth sack summer by the end of tomorrow.
Yeah, their beards
Indeed they are.
gone.
Indeed they are. And by the way, I forgot to mention, both Neil and myself are also sponsored by SeatGeek. You want to use code BLUESEATS? You want to use code Devil State of Mind? Does not matter. You get $20 off your first ticket purchase. So either one of our promo codes, either promo code Devil State of Mind or promo code BLUESEATS, save yourself some dough. Use mine. But anyway, in all seriousness, SeatGeek is your number one source for the best deals for sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, and more. Get $20 off with code BLUESEATS or code Devil's State of Mind. But fellas, this was a pleasure. I've had a blast working with you guys. I can't wait to do it all again very, very soon. You two are awesome. Thank you so much for allowing me to do what I do best. Thank you, boys, so much. This was awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Again, go subscribe to Devil State of Mind and go subscribe to the Brew Jackets podcast and subscribe to From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast as well. All three great shows, and subscribe to every show here on this fine network. Once again, the final score. The Florida Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers in Game 7, 2-1, and they are your Stanley Cup champions for the first time ever. Alongside Lance, a.k.a. Hefty Duck, and Neil Villapiano of Devil State of Mind, my name is Jimmy Finizzi. This has been another THPN Watch Party. Thank you again. We love you guys so much, and we will catch you in the next live stream. Peace, and take care.
say something.